All right, so we're gonna go ahead.
Yeah, Atherin's pretty good about like giving us stuff.
Yeah, in general, I like all aspects of rules as written, rules as intended, rule of cool. Like I think they all have a place within D&D. But let's go ahead and get started. Who would like to do a recap of the last session?
I'll do it if no one else wants to.
Sure, go right ahead.
So, last time on, I'm assuming this is Valoris, the Valoris campaign, the team traveled through the dungeon. Well, more like the Forsaken Temple, and we found the source of the corruption. A Lamia doing God knows what to the people here. Long story short, we killed it, and then we moved on. Now we have the creepy guy known as Koswe, was it?
Yep, Kosui.
Koswe waiting outside, looking kind of happy for some reason.
Yes,
Oh,
he
dear.
is smiling ear to ear.
Also, secondary recap, eating them. She was eating them.
That is correct. She was definitely living fat off the land, so to speak. Though I wouldn't call her fat. But I guess you can now. She's dead. So, very good. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that recap there. You guys, again, exit the temple. You found a little bit of booty, I guess, within. Liberated the temple of its evil inhabitants, and standing outside, smiling ear to ear, is Kosui. Behind him, his usual retinue of henchmen are back there, and they seem to be kind of wheeling a cart around, having a little bit of a difficult time.
Oh,
Huh.
you again.
Oh, hello.
Seems you've been busy.
Ah, fortuitous tidings, my friend. Bless the kami, you still live. I am so glad you are alive.
Thank you. So what brings you here?
Well, there's always work to be done. I imagine there are some remains to be collected inside, yes?
There are.
A considerable amount. I don't think one cart will be enough.
Don't worry about that. We will make do. How about you? Back to Gifu? I think you will find it as peaceful as ever.
Shizuku will look at the rest of the group like, we might as well rest more cover.
That
Why
is
are you
possible.
following us?
He kind of holds his hand up to his chest, like almost like he was stabbed or shot with an arrow. My friend, I see this as a mutual benefit to us both. You kind of eliminate...
Because there's dead things.
He'll kind of nod at the monk. Yes, and then just kind of ramble off.
We leave dead things. He collects dead things. Therefore, circle.
Ah, yes, the circle of life.
That we
I mean,
can't go
what
into because
circle?
copyright.
Death, in this case, not important.
Regardless, Kosue, thank you for telling us about what was happening here.
Oh, yes, a great many things I know. Gifu, where to will you travel next? North?
We still haven't made our way to where we need to be.
To wherever the lumber should be coming from, and is not.
I imagine you'll follow the river. I know of another plight, another village. Poor rice fields. Would you help?
Is it on our way?
Well, do you truly know your destination?
Logging village.
Ah, there are trees to be found. But there is more than logs that have stopped traveling downriver.
We just murdered that serpentine entity. Put your forked tongue back in your mouth.
I mean, there may be more troubles. We're just only getting paid for the one that has to do with the
Oh,
logging
yes,
village.
payment. He'll reach into his like inner tapered pocket, produce some coin. He'll hold his hand out. Does anybody accept?
Makoto will step forward.
Yes. I think you'll find this be comparable payment. He will hand you 4 coins.
All of those black ones.
That is correct. They, for all intents and purposes, they are identical to the first one you received.
All right. Did someone already update that?
No. AKA yes.
Double checking before I add more than we actually have.
We have 4.
5.
No,
We have
5.
We should have 5 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
If I may make a suggestion, I would suggest you travel north along the river to a poor village, Akita. They are known for their bountiful rice fields, but alas, last I heard was flame and feather.
Flame and feather?
At this point, he kind of turns towards his henchman, in a kind of a jovial, berating way. Kind of gets them motivated and gets the they get it motivated enough to get the cart out of the rut that it was in, and they're starting to kind of move it into the temple. Alas, business calls. Anything else before you depart?
I'm just curious why you're helping us.
Because he's helping himself.
I am a humble servant of the kami.
Isao will give him a very curt bow.
All right.
And then Shizuku will also like bow to him like with a bit more respect, because as well as she also serves a specific kami, but a kami nonetheless.
Okay. He kind of folds his hands in front of him, gives a kind of a quarter bow, and he and his henchmen enter the temple.
Should we have warned him about the traps?
He'll be fine.
Didn't we turn them off?
We did, but something tells me they won't
AKA
affect
sprung
him.
them.
Assuming he is a servant of the kami, this is a temple of one of the kami. He will walk protected in the house of the kami.
Indeed. Well, we might as well check. It is on our way, isn't it? Does anyone have a map?
It is on the river.
I
so-
pulled up the map in the doobly-doo.
We're currently in
Have a map.
Shizuka, right? And we have to
We
get
gotta
back to the river.
Yeah, to get back to our boats and geese.
So we're here. It's about a day's travel, if I remember correctly, to here.
Back to Gifu?
Or like half a day or something. Because I think we left in the morning and got here in the afternoon.
It is not
And
very
then-
far.
All right.
Yeah, so we can probably get there by nightfall.
And while we're there, we might as well get more provisions, get more, supplies.
Potions.
They
Among
had
other
no
things.
potions.
Well,
We
maybe
need
they
to-
might have some there now that the whole light that Kosoi described is gone.
We
And
need
if
to
that old man didn't watch our boats, I will probably try to kill him.
Please don't.
We could also fence some of the rubies and hair clip that we got.
That is true.
All right, so it sounds like we are going back to Gifu. As it is a short trip and one that you have already traveled, you're not going to really come across any peril. You guys will approach the village as the sun is just starting to set.
Does the village feel different than the last time?
Well, make me an insight check.
Ooh,
Okie dokie.
other important question. Does the village have a second tavern?
I was about to ask that.
We're not allowed in the one.
To be honest, you don't know. You with a little bit of kind of walking around and checking.
I'll look. I'll look.
All right, Shizuka. As you get back, it seems pretty much the same. There are some kids out playing by the boats that you guys had left.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems maybe it's a little livelier mood, but it's hard to tell.
Well, if anything, I don't see. Last time children aren't running about, so I guess that's an improvement.
And our boats are still here, so that's good.
Are they?
They are. The kids are actually playing in and under them. One of the kids can be heard shouting, "I am mighty Gembu!" And the other kids are laughing and running away.
Hey, Gembu, get out of my boats!
You see a pair of eyes looking out from underneath the boat at you, almost like paralyzed.
Oh, come on. Let them have their fun.
Yeah, they kind of meander there for a little bit, and then they skedaddle out.
Laughs.
The old man is still there fishing.
Catch anything?
No. About to catch cold, though. All this rainy weather, though it's been pretty nice the last couple days. He just kind of rambles on.
If I
Does it count as a
remember
long rest if we sit here and listen to him all night?
No. Maybe a short rest.
believe- Yeah, and I paid him up front for watching the boats, which is nice.
Yep. Again, there's really nothing wrong with them that you can tell at a cursory glance. I mean, the kids are around playing in and around them, but it doesn't look like they did any damage or caused any sort of graffiti.
Kids are being kids.
Do you know where we might rest for the evening? We're not allowed in the tavern.
Oh, the Akabeko? Yeah. Yosuke kicked you out, huh? Well, there is another inn up north side of town. Yeah, you can check there. It's the Black Hoof.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's not for the seedier types, is it?
Seedier? What do you mean?
Ne'er-do-wells.
Oh,
People with faces like him.
I mean, sometimes we get some people. Oh gosh, it's been a long time. People coming down with some of the supplies and stuff, and they'll stop and have some soju or some sake or something. But that's been a while. No, not really. He seems to drag out conversations.
Good. Thank you for your time. And so,
Yeah,
leaves.
anytime.
Stage right.
Have a pleasant evening.
And Shizuka follows with a small bow.
Thanks for watching our boats.
Yeah, you're welcome. He tries to start up another conversation, but I think the party at this point is like, yeah,
We're long
exit,
gone.
stage right even.
Funny story about
That's like one of
boats.
those Batman scenes where he like turns around and Batman's gone.
Right, yeah, it's pretty much exactly like that. All right, so you guys headed to the Black Hoof.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, as
Yep.
you guys kind of move through town. Again, nothing's really out of the ordinary. Everything seems to be in its place. You find another establishment here. It's sign out front, Black Hoof. It's got a horse's foot on the marquee there. You guys enter. There's maybe 7 or 8 people there drinking. You will see an elven man behind the bar.
Just as a side note, on our way there, I was kind of just keeping an eye out passively for any kind of stores that would be helpful for later. You don't have to tell me now, but like,
Okay. Yep.
if we're looking for stuff later.
Fair enough. I'm assuming you all enter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Again, it's fairly lively. It doesn't have quite the air of the last place. People are talking, chatting. Maybe a couple people are playing dominoes, that sort of thing.
All right.
I'm gonna order a drink.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to the bar. Good evening.
Good evening.
Out of towner.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to our humble village. How can I help you?
What drinks do you recommend?
He kind of eyes you up and down. For you, soju.
Sounds good. I'll have one.
Okay. He'll pour you a drink. And for your companions?
I'll take a recommendation.
Okay. Is am I roboting or is that just Hal? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but Discord.
It was
There
on
was
my
a
end.
lot of roboting until just
I
now.
think it was
server.
Discord.
Okay. That or we'll
Yeah,
blame
yeah.
Lux,
It
who
was
just came in.
Beep boop blop bloop.
Yeah,
I am robot.
pretty much. We just answered
Yeah, I just
the
looked at the
captcha.
connection. There was a lag spike.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it took me about 2 minutes after I clicked join the channel for it to actually go through.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, welcome. Does anybody want to catch him up real quick since we just got started?
All right, I'll do it.
Well, so I was just gonna say, when we left off last time, we'd gotten out and some dude appeared or walked up or something, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Kosui. We talked to him. He paid us 4 black dragons, and he entered the temple to clean up the rest of the bodies. He also gave us information about another town with besotted rice fields that needs some help. We're
Rewind. He gave us dragons, so we're like
The
we're like,
coins.
oh,
So the base money is called dragons.
okay.
He gave us fake gold. I mean, we're not sure.
I was
If it's
hoping for
spendable.
we now have 4 pet dragons. I mean, that'd
So
be
do
pretty
I.
cool, right?
That is a
would be pretty
negative.
great.
Oh,
and we're back in
Gifu.
Gifu, yes.
Your boats were unmolested.
I'm glad no one raped
Justice.
my boat.
Well, there were children playing on
That's
it,
true.
so I don't know about the raping part.
It was unmolested by thieves.
Yeah, fair enough. And you guys found another bar. It's called the Black Hoof, and the
The
proprietor
one that we
is
haven't been
Elvin.
banned from.
That's
I'm
not my
all
fault.
about getting drunk. Ugh.
And it's an uncloven hoof, by the way. And they have soju if you want to drink that.
Mm.
I'll also say to the proprietor, and our group will likely need food and lodgings for the evening.
Oh yes. Let's see. We can do maybe a discount rate. How's 1 gold per person sound?
Fair.
Out of character. Gold's the minimum denomination as well, right?
It is the only it's the only denomination that we are using. However, the coins break down. So like a half
Okay,
dragon,
I was gonna say,
quarter
'cause that-
dragon.
That sounds like scalping prices.
Issa will come up to the bar after hearing the 1 gold per person and wonders if could we get the entire group for a black dragon.
Black dragon.
Makona will produce the coin.
Have you been staying at Yosuke's?
About
We did once.
2.5. Though I would much prefer untampered gold.
untempered gold?
Untampered.
Tempered, you mean, or tampered?
Tampered.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Tapping on one of the
TMPRED.
coins. How's this tampered?
He will look at you incredulously, and it's black.
Racist?
What's it adulterated with?
I don't know. I typically don't associate with, what was his name? Katsu? Whatever his name is.
I'll let you deal with the pricing, but first, he takes out a bolt from his case. Says, "Is there anyone here nearby that can make me more of these by tomorrow?"
Let me see. He'll kind of call for one of his errand boys, kind of show him the bolt, and send him away. For a finder's fee, of course. That was you two, Asao.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. And he'll give him... Well, I only have gold coins on me, don't I? Yeah, I'll just give him a gold. It's fine. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. I'm sure we can procure more for you. But eat, drink, make merry.
Thank you.
I beeline to the bar.
Okay.
Oh,
so as the
dear.
rest of the party's leaving the bar to find a seat, you pull up. Yes?
Booze now.
Yes, soju, I'll sell you a bottle.
Got anything stronger?
2 bottles? And he'll kind of he'll look at you and then that delayed and then chuckle.
Fine.
Unfortunately, no. Supply has been getting rather dense. Or lack.
I'm
Because of the rice.
How did you know about that?
Grapevine.
Wait, I thought you guys were at the table.
I'm at the bar. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Okay.
I'm at
All right.
And I'm
So,
at the table.
Sure, I'll do 2 bottles.
Okay. Let me see if I can find something a little stronger. One moment. He'll walk away. He 3-4 minutes. Anybody chit chat that we need to discuss out of his earshot?
Hey, Boo.
Did he leave the bottle sitting out on the bar?
No, of course not. This guy is not a dummy.
Boo. Boo.
Huh.
5 Dragons says I can drink you under the table.
I don't have 5 dragons,
You don't?
but you're on.
All right, he will come back. He's got like a small little, a small chest. He will plop it down on the counter and just blow across, knock some of the dust and cobwebs off of it. He will open the chest, and inside, roughly the size of a fifth, is a dark liqueur. And he will pull it out and set it before you.
Oh, that looks
hell yeah!
good. That looks good.
Dwarven spirits, my friend.
That'll do.
This is quite old. I couldn't part with it for a whole bottle. 20 gold dragons.
Squint at him and give him my best squinty eyes.
I'll pull 5 from the party fund and 15 from my personal.
No, I've got to fail a roll really quick.
Fine. I'll let you do that first.
I say 10 gold.
All right, let's see here. He kind of eyes you there for a second. I can't really lose money on this. This comes from Kabuto itself. It's quite rare. I will sell it to you for the same price that I got it. 15 gold dragons.
Makoto pulls out 15 gold. Done.
Do be careful. They have quite the constitution out east.
I just grin like a crazy person and grab the bottle.
Alrighty.
I
this
remember
point-
what I said. We're sharing this.
At this point, Shizuka just turns to Hal. Hal,
Hmm?
you ever have that feeling of incoming dread?
Nope. And Hal just takes another swig.
No, see, I know you. I'm pretty sure you can handle it, but I fear for Makoto.
Oh, meh. He'll live. And takes another swig.
No,
Poor
I fear
guy.
because of Lou over there.
I mean, he'll have a headache, but he'll live.
Oh dear.
Oh god, I wonder what those other roles are.
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
At this point, Shizuka will just like wait for a server to just come over just to order dinner.
I say,
Yep.
I motion for Makoto and start walking towards the table where everybody else is.
Okay. For the most part, the evening's gonna go as you guys intended. Meals will be brought out. It's not the best, but it's a step up from the Akabeko, believe it or not. Isao, someone will approach you. Seems to be some sort of Boyer or Fletcher, and we'll kind of discuss making bolts for you.
My case can only hold another 9. If you could produce those.
Okay. So he's like, it's kind of a short notice. I mean, I can make them. Let me see here. He's gonna ask for about a 20% premium to have them ready for tomorrow.
What say 10%?
All right, give me some sort of persuasion. All right, but there's a rumor going around town. Answer me this. Did you guys head west? Did you go to Shizuoka?
Why do you want to know?
He kind of hangs his head down just a little bit, maybe in embarrassment. I had some family out there.
I'm sorry, boy. There was no one alive.
But if it helps, we were able to put down what caused that, the creature that caused that problem.
All right. Thank you. I best get to work. And you have a deal.
I see you in the morning.
All right. So, again, I assume Lubu and Makoto, are you guys seriously going to try to polish that bottle?
We're going
Oh,
shot
yeah.
for shot.
All right. Make me...
There's 5 whole gold on this. Don't ignore the fact that we spent 15 on the bottle.
All right. Go ahead and each of you make me a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
It's almost like Lou is ex-military and knows how to handle his liquor. Now keep this in mind. This is Dwarven spirits. You guys are going to be absolutely worthless tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm okay with this.
So, regardless, both of you will have to be escorted to bed.
I like where this is going.
All right. It takes a few attempts, but people finally get you guys to the room. Lou, you're a little easier, I guess, to navigate, bouncing off each of the walls. Makoto, it's almost to the point where you kind of wish Kosui was here and you would take a ride in his cart.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, morning will come. You guys will feel like shit. Sao, the gentleman will arrive. Whatever the bolts are in the player's handbook, we'll use that price plus the 10% premium.
Comes out to 4.5 silver, but I'm happy to give him 5 silver total.
Okay.
So Shizuku will do her morning prayers, and when she's done with that, she'll head downstairs and approach the barkeep and ask, "Would you happen to know of any headache removers, hangover potions and such?"
He'll look at you, and then smile and go, "Well, you could try by not drinking half a bottle of dwarven spirits."
They didn't drink half; they drank the whole bottle.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
squint
each.
over at Makoto with a grimace and give him a high five, and then cringe at the sound of the slap.
My suggestion is to get out there and work it off.
Hal comes down the stairs and says, and goes up to the bar and says, "Something with meat for those two."
Yeah, they will have a
Just like a
breakfast
giant plate of really greasy meat. Legitimate hangover cure.
All right. Anything else?
Hal is going to. Did he see like an alchemist shop on the way here?
Yes, there is a shop. It looks like they have some herbs and other concoctions.
All right. He's gonna stop there while it's still bright and early.
Shizuku will follow, leaving Makoto and Hal in the tender cares of Isao.
I'm also taking the party fund with me.
That's why I'm coming with you. That's why I'm coming with you.
Okay, as you enter the shop,
You take the party fund from Makoto with absolutely no issues.
Shizuka, see if you can't find a way to liquefy those rubies.
Will do, though I don't think we'll get the best price here.
Better than the failing rice fields.
If
Fair.
anything, we can probably just trade them in for more potions and such.
True. General goods store may give us a better price.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Goods?
Well, no, to the alchemist first. I want to see what they have.
All right. I'll follow you.
all right, you enter the alchemist shop. You kind of look around, and you'll see a little halfling behind the counter. Seems to be kind of sitting on a very tall stool.
Good morning,
good morning.
good sir.
Good morning.
Out of character. Is one of his arms metal?
No?
Anyway, I'm here to inquire if you have any curative potions.
Well, I mean, I could probably whip something up. What do you have in mind? How potent are we looking?
Just your basic healing potion.
Let's see here.
And if you can scrounge up like a healer's kit as well?
Well, I don't have much on hand. Let me see. Stay right here. Let me go look in the back.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, as you kind of look around the shop, it's got some odd smells, lavenders and other green herbs. Are those onions?
I smell.
Yeah,
Are they
it looks
onions?
like there's vegetables and stuff in here too.
Cool.
Shizuka's nose will scrounge up the scent of onions. Like, ugh.
All right. After a few moments, the halfling will return from the back, only carrying one potion. This is about all that I have, unfortunately.
That's fine. We'll take it.
But we haven't discussed price yet.
Excellent point. How much?
He kind of glances at it, glances about his shop. He's offering to sell it to you for about 80% of cost.
I believe those are 50 out of character, correct?
I believe that is correct.
So 80% would be 45.
Yeah. Do you accept his offer?
I will. Yeah, I accept his offer, and I'll pull the gold from party fund.
I believe 80% would be 40.
Is it? Yeah, no, you're right.
80% would be 40.
I pull the gold from party fund, pay him, and for now I'll put that potion in party
Okay.
loot. One, it's healing potion. One, excellent. And healer's kit for my friend. Do you have any of that kind of thing?
I'm sorry.
All right. We can look elsewhere.
Yeah. We don't have much need for that kind of stuff around the village.
Out of character, I'm thinking if there's any other useful potions.
Alchemist fire?
Do you have any hangover cure potions?
Yeah, hold on. The halfling will start to pull various herbs. I think I can make a concoction here. We'll do it for a quarter gold.
And we'll need 2 doses.
No. This will be at least half a dozen doses.
Oh.
Yes! No consequence drinking. Let's do
she'll-
this.
She'll give, how much was it?
Half a gold.
So 50 silver. From her own
5
pocket.
silver
5.
is the exchange rate.
Oh, so it's 10 to 1. Okay.
Maybe Shizuka should not be in charge of the finances.
Well, here's the thing. I thought it was 100 to 1, and not 10 to 1. So that's originally what I thought. So she'll give 5 silver to...
And again, Shizuka is not in charge of the party fund. Makoto has been carrying it.
Yeah, from her own money.
Okay.
Although Hal currently
Cool.
has it.
Yeah, so,
Bamboozled!
so yeah, she'll give 5 silver to him. Well, actually, she'll give him a gold and ask for change.
Yeah, that's no problem.
You have an excellent day, good sir.
Yeah, she will hand you it's a small pouch. It's ground up herbs. The halfling is going to give you instructions. Mix it with water. Drink it like a tea.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome. Anytime. Come back.
Will
Have
do.
a fine day. And Hal is going to go down to the general goods store.
Okay, the sundry
Shizuka
store.
will still-
Mhm.
At this point, Shizuka will break from Hal's side. I better get this to those 2.
Indeed.
See if
Okay.
you can find like any rope or just traveler's necessities, like rope.
Do you not
maybe-
have rope? And Hal pulls out his rope.
No, I'm a cleric. What would I need a rope for?
Everyone needs rope. How much rope do you need?
I've never really used rope before, so
I'll figure it out. Anyway, get that to them.
Okay.
I'll
If
be
you
back
want,
in a bit.
we don't have to do like all the role playing for all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just put it in the chat and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything?
well, after departing, she's just gonna start to get working on that hangover cure.
Okay. Do both Lou and Makoto imbibe?
Are they there right
Yeah.
now? I'm going to elect that. I am passed out with my shirt taken off and draping over my face so the light doesn't touch my face.
Okay.
So if you can rouse me and give me to drink, then yes.
Well, eventually you are going to wake up. So
Okay.
I imagine Shizuka might have a hard time waking you, but it's when you do, she's probably like,
Yes.
put your shirt on.
So if there's anything not taking him awake, she'll just get a bucket of water and splash him with it.
That will probably wake him up.
I wake up screaming and flailing.
Calm down. And drink this for your headache.
I squint at her, groan, and take it and start drinking.
Okay. How about you, Makoto?
Oh, I just drank. I already just drank it without any.
All right. Both of you can make me Constitution saves at advantage.
Cool. Hopefully, I'll roll better this time. That's a.
Wow, the best advantage I've ever done.
Well, them's the dice.
You know you can add a plus. You know you can add a +2 to that, right?
For the save.
Why?
Because you rolled Constitution
Yes.
and not the save.
Oh, well.
That's okay. Okay, so both of you will not suffer any ill effects from the night before because of, well, presumably because of this tincture.
Nice.
I look at this and like, this is magic.
All right, so we done with the mall spree?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the party plan? Continue north along the river?
We might as well investigate that town, that other town Cosway told us about.
Yeah.
He's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you guys, again, we'll take care of the shopping as we're moving. So don't worry about that. But as you guys are traveling, let's go ahead and make our what do you call it? Ability checks. Let's see how well the travel goes.
What ability check do you want?
Like we've been doing the whole time. So you guys need more successes than failures. You cannot. You have to be at least trained in the skill, and you have to be at least.
I'm using my survival skill to navigate.
Like
to
survival
help
is a
navigate the
great,
river.
yeah, example.
I'm using athletics.
I'll do scouting for perception.
The only thing I'm good at.
Nice.
Some good scores so far. All right.
Yo.
No, that is pretty good. So you guys are going to travel upriver for a few days. It is what should be about midday on the third day when it gets kind of, it's almost like dusk just happened. The sky darkens. There's mist forming along the river. And ahead of you, you guys will see what appears to be dancing fire. Little shoots of, like almost like candles floating in front of you, ranging from yellow to red to green to blue.
Quick note. We're out of rations.
No, we're not.
We were at 14 when we went out. I didn't see any addition. And it's been 3 days.
Between
I have my own. I still have like.
Oh,
Say,
yeah,
didn't the starter packs all come with good rations?
I have 10 days of rations on me.
I put my rations in the party loot, so...
And I
it's
bought
easier to
extra
get.
rations for everyone.
Yeah. Just checking, just double checking. Isau's head in the food stores looking at everything. He does not notice the lights.
Okay.
Shizuka's just like looking around like, what is this? Could I make any sort of like insight to determine what these are?
Insight is more kind of a feeling.
Social thing.
Intention.
Yeah.
Perception? Or would perception be better here?
Investigation, probably.
Yeah, or well, perception. You can make a
Arcane.
perception or an investigate. I'll allow either one.
I'll try my perception. It's better.
Okay, so as you're kind of gazing intently on these dancing lights before you, they seem to be almost in a pattern, and they're in such a way that it's almost kind of like pointing you in a direction. Now that direction is not via the river. It's like they're trying to maybe they're trying to dance or skitter you off your path. to the east side of the river.
Huh. She looks to Hal. Hal, can you see anything from on east or west?
Are they like trying to run us aground, basically?
No, they're
trying to point
they're
us where
dancing in front of you. They are not physically interacting with you. You are not
no, I meant,
amongst
like,
them yet.
So like they're going towards the edge of the river though, right? Almost trying to
That
like
is correct.
point.
On the east side.
It looks like they might try to whatever those are might try to redirect us. I can't quite tell.
They are
Seems
trying
like the
to
commies
redirect
telling us to land.
Can I just do a glance around and see if I can see any signs of civilization?
Like a perception?
Yeah.
The only thing that you really see is that misty fog and the lights. I mean, you can see the
Alright.
boat before you, the water around you, but it is very cutting into your visibility.
All right. I think we might need to put a ground here.
So, paddle towards the lights, try to ignore them, paddle past them, run in terror.
Well, we can't really run. We're in a boat.
Can I
so.
poke him with a stick?
If you got closer, perhaps.
Party decision time.
I pull out a stick and start
Let's-
eyeballing them carefully
Let's
and making kind of poking motions in the air.
let's go landfall for now.
Other votes. That's one for landfall.
I think we should follow the lights, and I think they're leading us to landfall.
That sounds
Two.
For
two.
now. Yes, that's fine. I can do that.
Three.
Okay, 3 is majority. All right, so you guys kind of paddle upriver a little bit more to get with the dancing lights. They always seem to be just out of range. You guys will find kind of a nice place, an embankment where you can just pull the rafts even up and out of the water if you like.
Before we go aground, I do want to poke it with my quarterstaff and make sure it's solid and not like quicksand or swamp.
You feel terra firma, although the ground is obviously wet and it gives some. It's not like it is not an obvious quicksand or something like that. It has some give, but it is still solid.
So, seeing that the lights are constantly away from us and can't really reach them, thinks they might be something he encountered before, maybe.
I rolled in athletics to try to catch one of the lights.
Okay, again, they're very difficult to catch because they're always just out of range. It's
Ignore the fact that I rolled a 1.
right. I imagine it's very frustrating.
Tries to chase after them and trips.
Yeah, right.
I was expecting Lumu to just fall out of the boat trying to catch one.
Very good.
Hal's gonna hop ashore and hold the boat that he's in steady to just like let everybody else off before he pulls it
Okay.
ashore.
If they don't
She's
lead
gonna
us somewhere,
Don't rock the boat.
if they don't lead us somewhere tangible soon, I'm afraid they may be luring us
We're
somewhere
on
to
land.
die.
We're on land. That's
I know
tangible.
we're on land, but something of note.
I look at him and go, on what?
Are the lights still floating around?
They are. Again, they seem to be leading you more inland.
Well,
Um,
let's tie up the boats.
Yes.
Okay. As the east side is mostly forest, you're going to have plenty of options to tie your boats to.
Okay.
So, as they're tying the boats, she's gonna go look a bit thoughtful, and then she'll actually cast produce flame, and keep it close to herself. And the flame comes out, and it's a deep bluish hue.
Okay. It'll be.
Okay.
Do the lights react to it?
They don't seem to change course any. However, it will give you a little more visibility.
Mhm.
So the general plan
how's
is you
it
guys are going to start moving towards the lights, following them at least temporarily.
I think so.
And she looked to everyone and says, "Does anyone have torches? I can light it with this."
Hal lights a torch.
Okay.
Like this. Okay.
Makoto lights a torch by casting prestidigitation.
Okay.
I can do
She's
it.
gonna
I
just
can do it too.
deadpan and then just
Lu-
cancel the flame.
Lubu takes a crossbow bolt and tries to like work it under his chainmail to scratch an itch on his back
Oh,
while
my
he stares at
goodness.
everybody else lighting a flame.
All right. So as you guys move forward 20 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet, the mist starts to dissipate just enough where, now, again, you still have that fog about you, but it's not so constrictive now. And did that change map for y'all?
Yes.
It did.
Okay.
Does this
Oh,
look like
wow.
rice
Let me
fields?
scroll.
We're at the bottom middle, it looks like.
Yeah.
We're in the rice fields, motherfucker.
I recognize rice fields music when I hear it.
Where's your hat?
Okay.
What?
You guys stumble again. It is very misty about you. Visibility is kind of hard to see. You can see that there are. Well, you can see exactly what's in front of you.
Wait,
So,
are there ducks in this rice field? Is this a proper Asian rice field?
You're not seeing the rice field, so to speak. This is mostly grass.
Oh. I look for duck.
You do not see ducks. However, you can see a couple murder of crows all lining atop the buildings nearest to you.
I point at them and go, "Those are weird-looking ducks."
Those aren't ducks.
Roll with it.
I just kind of nod, like the kind of nod that you're acting, or you think they're completely wrong, but you're gonna kind of humor them anyway. Ah, yes, not.
Okay, before you, you can all see towering poles. They stand about 15 feet in height.
How big around are the poles?
They are very...
What is their average girth?
I would say they are a good 3 foot wide.
Okay.
Call it a hunch, but I don't think those normally belong in rice fields.
Is there anything on these
Again,
poles?
you are not seeing any rice fields, as of, at least not right now.
Oh.
Are there anything on these poles other than like the few crows?
You can
I was like,
you can see a crow. As you guys approach closer,
I was gonna say, I would like to.
you can see
tap.
again a large structure.
I tap the
do
pole
we
with
see
my spear.
this thing? And if so, what is it?
It is more crows or ravens atop the building.
the thing you're in front of is a pole,
Yeah,
15 feet high.
I'd like to tap this pole with my spear
Okay.
while I'm staring at the not duck.
Who's moving Selef?
I am.
Oh, okay. All right. Hal, as you approach, you can see that the ground before you, the ground you're standing in now, all of the grass is dead. The ground before, like directly in front of you now, it does not appear natural.
I put my hand
Anything
out.
happen when I
You smack the pole, it does not budge.
crow do anything, or does he just stare at me?
It just
like I'm an
stares
imbecile?
down at you.
I stare back. Intimidation check.
The crow is not intimidated.
Yes.
Does anything smell off?
Smell?
Yes.
As you get closer to this building, you can. It's got a foul air about it.
Shizuka will pull on Hal's like tunic.
I smell it.
More undead, perhaps?
Do you think perhaps it's a Hidodama that has led us here?
We can check the other buildings first if we want, and this one last, or we can check this one first and see what's going on. We can also explore a bit more and see if this is the rice fields that he was talking about.
Well,
Okay, let me expand that view here real quick.
Thank you.
Are these like houses, barns, storehouses?
They are houses.
So we're in a village with a weird dead house with a circle around it.
how do I get the feeling that these, like she says this as she walks around, that these pillars are keeping whatever is going on over there inside?
I look at him and go, "Good, bro."
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh, I look
You
at you
said,
and
what
go,
are the chances?
good?
And he said, good, probably.
"Oh no." I looked at the crows and I go, "Good crows? I thought they're bad."
Not all crows are intrinsically bad. In fact, none of them are actually bad per se.
I
These
gave you the exact same right.
Who was it that cured your hangover?
I don't remember.
Makoto's gonna do the dumb thing and touch this pole
Okay.
with his hand as opposed to with the stick.
All right. As soon as you do that, you feel the pole.
Got it.
I love it.
Is this the front of the building?
That is the front of the building.
I had a feeling
would
that-
like to knock on the door.
Okay. You give a knock on the door, and there is no reply.
I'm just gonna take a minute and just like listen if I hear any like startled movement or anything inside.
Okay. After a few moments, even getting close to the door, you do not hear any sort of movement or sound coming from inside the house.
This place seems abandoned, just like the last one.
Did you notice those crows happen to be holding bones?
Metagame pigeon. Lubu's about to do something stupid if you guys want to make a perception check.
Fuck.
I'll
Perception
do a
check to
perception.
see if. Oh, God. I hope I'm close
Easy
enough.
for that would be.
Lubu
But-
is pretty obvious in most of his actions, so
You see Lubu like getting down and like putting his shoulder forward. It kind of looks like he's about to take a running lunge at that door.
No.
which
At
door?
the start, you don't see
The
it.
one that just got knocked on.
Oh, by
That
how?
would be this
Shizuki,
one.
you rolled a. Oh, at this door?
Yeah, that's way over there.
Hal's going to get
I mean, you
out of
can.
the way. I thought you meant this door, and I was.
There
gonna
is no
use my
door on
monks-
that side.
Oh, cool. Hal notices because really fucking high roll and gets out of the way.
Does anybody move to stop me?
Shizuka, seeing Hal move, will look around like, wait, what are you... Lou, no! No, 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 no! Like, she'll go over to him and, like, actually put a hand on his shoulder. Like, stop! We don't need to... You don't need to break anything right now.
I look at her like she's insane.
Not
What do you
now.
mean? There's a door.
Yes, just because it's a door does not mean you have to break it.
We want it
Oh.
open, don't we?
Up north, guys.
Civilly.
I'm going to
Kind
go
of
inspect
sigh and
these.
calm down.
Are they empty?
As you
or are they...
look down into these first two graves that you're next to, you can see that there's just dirt about. No bones, no clothing, nothing like that. No weapons, no anything really.
freshly dug or old?
They do not look that fresh. However, they don't look like they've been a permanent fixture here either. Definitely
no, I
not
didn't hop into
just
one.
Doug.
Sal would like to determine whether or not it was dug with a shovel or hands or some other means.
Okay. You could do maybe investigate or some other. Okay.
Lubu, fed up that he's not allowed to bash something in, goes and leans against one of the pole and tries to get the excess earwax out of his ear with his pinky.
Okay. As you investigate, it's too precise to not have been done without some sort of tool.
I'd like to take a look at this thing.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
This grave is different from the rest. This one looks a lot more fresh. Inside, you can see what looks like a covering of loose dirt and like feathers, black feathers.
Isao, thoughts on this? And it's just like lightly filled, I assume.
It seems to be
Ravens.
it's a small mass on the bottom of the grave.
Raisins have been known as harbingers, crossing guards for the dead. Who knows what's happened here?
Nothing, so no bones, no coffin.
That's what you see. It might be underneath. It's hard to tell without actually getting in there and doing the work.
Perhaps they're marking the graves that are filled. Or perhaps Kosui comes here to bury the dead.
Burying the dead seems unprofitable.
Quite possibly.
I get bored and start trying to shadow box the pole.
Okay. Again, it is a mighty pole. I mean, it would take some sort of lumberjack tool probably to bring it down.
Please don't break it.
Do we want to look around more or go into
You
that
don't
middle
think
house?
even the strength of Lubu could break this pole?
That's
can-
not
I'd
going
rather
to stop
not
me from
tempt it.
trying to punch it into the ground.
I'd rather not tempt him.
I'm gonna try and excavate the grave a little.
Which grave? That one? Okay. As you, I'm assuming you're hopping in. It's hard to reach down 6 foot down.
Of course.
Okay, so you pop in. A few feathers and loose dirt kind of spray up a little bit. Make me an investigate roll. Okay, you're kind of digging around, and then you're gonna feel something buried. It's buried under the dirt, like below the bottom level of the grave. So you would physically have to remove it. It's hard to tell what it is just because of all the dirt and feathers that are in there. It's covering a good 6 inches of the bottom.
I don't have much.
At this, Shizuko gestures Lubu to follow her. Come on.
Finally, we're doing something, and I follow her.
All right, hold on. Everybody stop. The three of you that are right there. So
Okay.
we'll go ahead and do this. Make me Constitution saves.
Oh boy.
Aha!
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay.
supposed to be-
I was going to do it that way, but then others kind of jumped in. So, all right. As soon as you step onto that foul earth, you can instantly feel evil or poison trying to infiltrate your body. Lou, Shizuka, you both made saves. You will still take 2 points of damage. Makoto, you will take 4.
Well, that's not good.
Do I notice this with high passive?
Probably because of the way that the mist is, you probably would not notice that. Plus, I mean, Asao was right there digging. Realistically, you probably would not notice it.
All right.
Now, if it was audible, perhaps.
Tick, 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 tick.
At that,
I'm sorry,
Shizuka
Isao, did
steps
you say
back.
that you were going to try to dig up that object?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't take long, even with hands, no tools. You're going to start to pull it out. It feels like essentially it's a bone mask that has feathers covering it. It has a small beak protruding from the front of it. It looks like essentially a raven mask.
What do you think this is for? And I show it to Hal.
Colt, probably, and I'll offer Asao a hand to get out of the grave.
Whoop, whoop. Guess we shouldn't put it on then. Let's regroup, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the group over there within the dirt doing?
She's immediately
know instantly that this is bad.
Yeah, she's immediately gonna step back,
I'm gonna do this.
and she'll like gesture out. Lou to also step back.
Is there anything interesting on the wall that we approached?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is there anything like interesting on the wall that we approached, or is it just a wall?
It is the side of the building.
Okay, so there's all right. If there's nothing interesting, I'm gonna step back.
Okay.
Isao, having looked over the mask, thinks it's not that bad. And he slips it onto his face.
Okay. So, let me do something here real quick.
Oh.
I'm going to shift click, so everybody's going to get attention here, but only Asao is going to be able to kind of interact here for a second. I wish there was a way to give sight to just one person, but
Right?
alas.
God, I wish I could hide my token when I roll high on stealth.
You're going to see something that wasn't there before. Also, you're going to be see something else that's here. But you'll have to be closer to make out what that is.
Okay.
So we'll go from there.
How do I look?
Creepy as shit.
Can Shizuka see Isao from here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she'll go up like there and go like, Isao, what are you wearing?
Oh, I found this in that grave over there.
Creepy cult mask. Also, are you lot fucking daft?
Are we daft?
You
What about
are
him?
You're the ones who walked into the, like, cursed-looking earth.
I just put on a mask.
From that you pulled from a grave.
You don't know that.
I did.
Yes, she does.
I told him.
He just straight up
Oh,
said it.
never mind. My bad.
That you pulled from a grave.
I guess, but
You want to take that off?
no, it actually helps me see in this mist.
That isn't suspicious or anything.
I'd rather leave it on for now, but I can take it off. Do you want to try it?
No. No, I don't.
Oh, so it's helping you see in the mist? What's it helping you see?
Well, I see something over there by the graves. Another one of those holes.
Do you see anything by the house, given your new insight?
Isao stares past the rest of the group.
It's hard to see
Not
from your
really.
angle.
He'll come around the back side of the house, the front side of the house, I mean.
All right. As you get a more straight-on view, everyone but Isao will see the two large wooden doors leading into the house. Isao, you are going to see all of the magical warding that seems to be placed on the door. Runes, etc. Magic, for sure.
It looks like it's heavily warded. I have really no clue what it means.
Question.
Shizuka, come here.
Hmm?
He takes off the mask and hands it to her.
Okay.
What does it do?
Take a look.
So instead of putting it on, like, she'll just hold it over her eyes so that she can at least see through the eye holes.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, give me 1 second. All right. Unfortunately, all you see is the door. You know, you're not seeing anything that Isao was talking about.
Shizuka will look at the mask. Like, she'll pull it off of her eyes, and she looks at it, like, from the front.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the crow is just staring at you.
One second.
Turn that down in the background.
Well, because I sent you a quick message.
Yep. I don't see it.
It's on Discord.
Oh. Sorry, I typically don't have it open.
Just do /W and then space GM. And then you can send a message that way.
That is a good question. I'm used to as a DM, not as a player. How do you send rolls to DM?
GM roll /
GM roll.
GM roll. One word.
Okay.
/?
Yes. And then a space afterward and whatever the roll is.
As an example.
Alright, so it'll be 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so while she's looking at the mask, she thinks back to her lessons of like the other kami. And she's trying to recall like if there were any specific kami that had crows as their avatar. So what say would that be?
So by kami, you're talking
Religion?
major pantheon, and it would be religion.
Yeah. Alright, so there you go. God damn it.
Nothing comes to mind. But again, there's a lot going on right now.
So she's looking at this, and she looks at Isao, and then just like whispers in his ear. Did you hear her voice?
Yes. It didn't do anything detrimental.
It told you to put it on, didn't it?
It gave me the sight just like it said. You should try it.
Are there any markings on this mask that might give it away? Or that might give me any more...
I will allow
information?
either an investigate or a perception. Investigate would be the best.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good representation. Again, a little more feathery on it. Oh, that's a
Okay.
great investigation. Okay. Roll religion with advantage. Okay. So
Well.
you take some time. You really look over the mask. None of the major pantheon of gods is going to kind of come out to you, but one word is really sticking in your mind. Tengu.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Is Asao acting themselves?
You
acting
don't notice
normal.
any difference.
Okay.
I see.
Figured I'd check.
Would it offend you horribly if I held on to this for now?
No, it's fine. I figure you might have more use for it.
What
And I
did you
think
see
that-
looking at the house that you wanted Shizuka to see?
Inscribed runes on the door. I thought she might know what they mean.
I didn't really see anything, but I think I have an idea of whose masks this belongs to. And she'll look up at like the various crows that are flying around.
Uh-huh.
Are any of them reacting to her holding the mask, or just staring at the mask in general?
Make me an insight roll. Okay. So it's hard to understand the psyche of a raven or crow. However, maybe they are just staring at you just a little bit more.
Actually, let me see that for a second.
Oh, sure. And she offers the mask to him.
I place it on and try to cross the barrier.
Okay. As soon as you step in, well, show me what you're doing, I guess. Okay.
And coming up to the door,
And
yeah.
make me a Constitution save. Okay, you're going to take 4 points of damage. You are close enough to... obviously, you feel the same effects that everybody else did, that I described earlier. You are close enough to the runes. Think of it as a... let me just draw something here real quick. So one of them cool kind of runes that's glowing, covering both of the doors. It looks like it might be magically sealed.
From what I can tell, it looks like a seal of some sort. If we disrupt it, we could probably get inside, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Any of you versed in magic and who can read what it's potentially warding against?
I am technically. Does that count?
Out of
I
character.
can if you're willing to wait 10 minutes.
Oh, you can comprehend.
Yes, I can. I can normally infer what magic is. What it's asking what it does, but it'll take me 10 minutes.
It's clearly magical.
Well, and with that, she'll look around at everyone. Would you mind waiting for that long? I have to prepare this ritual.
Oh, I don't mind. I'll
I
keep
can wait.
watch. This is how I would, however, recommend stepping out of there in case it does further damage the longer you stand there.
Good idea. I did notice it did hurt a bit. I might check out that pole by the graveyard.
Is there a saving throw versus boredom?
No.
If so, Lou needs to roll that.
Hey,
It was like, we're not
Asao-
fighting anything.
Lubu, Asao saw something over here. Let's go check it out.
Oh, okay.
And then she'll look at Makoto.
And-
Would you mind just...
Sorry. As you're looking in the spot with where Isao is, you literally see nothing. Isao sees it.
Isao tries to scale it a little bit
I try to like move my head so I can look at the same line of sight to try to find out what he's looking at.
Okay. Isao, as you kind of prep yourself to run up it, as soon as you touch it with your hand, I'm not going to make you make a dex save, but the pole is actually going to shift away from you. It is light as a feather.
So where's this pole you were talking about?
Would you like to see it?
I mean, you can just tell me where it is.
It's on you.
What? And I jump away. Where? So
I
like,
can't.
and I'll reach
quite.
out and like move my hand around.
Again, you can't see the pole. You can't interact with it.
Oh no, I'm just like waving.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
hand
yeah.
to
No,
where I
it's
was
good
previously.
flavor for sure.
I don't know. I can't seem to touch it. And I toss the mask over to Hal.
So in the meantime, before you guys continue, what were you saying, Shizuka?
She looks at Makoto. Would you mind covering me while I cast this ritual?
No.
Thank
no,
you.
I wouldn't mind. Okay.
Fuck it, I put the mask on.
Okay. And you can instantly see, like, boom, right in front of you, that towering pole.
Carvings.
It looks pretty much identical to the others.
But why is it over here? And why does it move?
I try to punch it.
Yeah, my man.
Okay. As you punch it, it moves away again, light as a feather.
Trixie pole.
Try to move the pole. Does it move like a feather to me too?
You can't see it.
Yeah, unfortunately. You
Oh,
cannot
wait.
See.
Oh, that was somewhere else. Never mind. Sorry.
If I go here and like try to direct it so it would go into this grave, does it like just hover on the ground? Does it go downward?
It, as you kind of push it over the grave, you would have to force it down into the grave.
Oh no, like I try to touch it so it would move.
Mm-hmm.
Hal, my friend, did you not remember the ring around the house? There's a missing pole.
Is there?
There is.
Ooh, let's do that. And I'm going to start directing it towards the missing spot at the bottom down here.
Okay. So.
Just like poke, poke.
I mean, I didn't want to hog the spotlight.
And I'm like, hey, Luvo, you want to do the finishing touches? And I'll offer him the mask.
All right. As you guys were kind of moving stuff around, Shizuka, you were preparing your ritual. It will go off, and you now have that effect.
All right.
I
grab the mask and slap it on my face, and yeah.
Okay.
Aha, now everyone's infected.
So what kind of magic am I getting from this place?
You don't see the runes.
But like, is there any other ambient magic other than?
Oh, okay. Well, that's read magic. It's not detect magic, correct? What spell did you cast exactly?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was detect magic. That's the one here. That's the
Oh,
one I
okay.
have.
So, all right. So you are going to detect magic there, there, and there, emanating from within the house.
And so, what kind of magic is it?
Does it say that you know the school? Okay. So,
Yeah.
illusion and necromancy.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna relay that?
She relays all of that to Makoto. Like, that's not good.
All right.
Where are the others?
Makoto points to the other side of the house that way.
This is probably about the time that Lubu is poking the pole into place.
That's what I was just about to ask.
I know it's very much a bad idea. Warding
go.
symbols and necromancy. Ugh.
All right.
And at this, she'll just make her way to the group.
Lou, are you going to move the pole into position? You have the mask.
Yeah, sorry. Push it into position.
Okay, very good. For a moment, nothing happens. Then some of the crows that have been gathering on the poles, they'll kind of flutter their wings real quick and fall to the ground, dead. You hear a kind of a tumultuous sound coming from inside the house, and a black smoke starts seeping out all the cracks within the house itself.
So that's not good.
Ever the observant one, I go, that doesn't look good.
That does not look good.
So Shizuka, seeing all this, oh, no.
All right.
You idiots!
You can see the smoke travel. It's going to travel to the north of town and then manifest itself.
Oh, you mean right near Makoto. Wonderful.
Stepping out through the jet black raven mist comes a very large figure, much larger than a typical human. Peering out of the mist, just black armor, black feathers adorning. I think I got a pretty good picture right there.
So that's terrifying.
Should I roll initiative for Ryuki as well?
Atherin, if you click on the token and press Z, it should, Shift Z, it should bring it up for all of us as a large.
Ah.
Oh, it's a large one. Oh,
What is that?
it's
I
creepy
want-
is what it is.
In a loud,
I
booming
want his
voice.
spear.
Who has released me?
I kind of look at him and kind of shiftily look at the others and go, oops.
Can you guys see him from the other side of the house?
Oh, I guess not.
You can probably hear him.
Right?
Makoto just deadpans.
Okay.
And Shizuka's seeing that thing emerge from the house, why?
Lubu did it.
Let me set up initiatives here super quick. If you haven't rolled, please do so.
Should I roll for Ryuki?
Yeah, go ahead and add him.
Okay. Sec. Initiative. Yes, I know it shows my name. I don't care. It added Ryuki.
That's pretty good music. All right, so again, that creature appears, gives its short monologue, takes a few steps forward. It has eyes on you, Makoto. However, Lou, Shizuka, Hal, you all go at the same time.
Do you want us to roll a dex? To see who actually goes first?
You guys can choose whoever goes first, and we'll just go with that order.
Well, first thing is, since talking's a free action, Shizuka will yell at these guys over here, and just yelling, "Get over here! And take off the mask!"
Okay.
I tilt the mask up so it's sitting on the top of my head and go, huh?
Okay. What order are you guys going in? Let's decide that right now.
I'll let them move first.
Okay, Hal or Lou, who's going first?
Yours if you want it.
Sure, I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, damn, I can make it almost there.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
I
Run right through that stuff.
How do I do the...
have to click and pick up your token, hit spacebar to start, and then spacebar at waypoints.
Okay.
And you have to hold click the whole time.
That's good enough. There's my full move
Okay.
action.
Then Hal?
I'm going to be doing something similar. 40 action to dash, and I will get on this side.
Okay.
Shizuko will.
I don't think you'll be doing Tunnel Fighter.
No.
No, I'm not. That's just my threat range,
Okay.
regardless.
We'll just be going here, and then she'll be pulling out her shield. This is not good.
Okay.
And does Lubu still have the mask on him, or is it just like resting on his forehead?
He's got it
It's
propped up
like-
on the top of his head.
Yeah, I kind of just like take the mask and just swivel it so that it's on the top of my head. Still attached to my head, sitting on top instead of on my face.
Okay.
All right. So I believe it is now my turn. Correct? Okay. All right. This figure just strolls forward. No sense of urgency whatsoever. I believe that will provoke an attack of opportunity from Lou. We'll resolve that. And that is a miss. Okay.
Yup.
All right. Shield in one hand, weapon in the other. Takes a couple slashes here. First at Hal. And then at Makoto.
Oh.
Okay, so Hal, will an AC 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. A crit will hit Makoto. 13 points of damage.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Okay. That is my turn here. Makoto.
I'm knocked out.
Oh wow. Bam.
Wait. 13 put you under?
He took damage from the nasty, nasty earth.
God damn. Okay.
Okay, so we'll start. That takes you to 0.
You know what? Because that takes me to exactly 0. But you
Okay.
know what? Since that was a strong attack, how about we say it knocks me back?
No,
No.
he
No. That
he
that's
is not
something-
that beneficent. Now Ryuki's turn. Did we skip Isao?
I think we did.
I don't know why. Isao, it's your turn.
He's-
Thanks for remembering me.
I'm sorry, I must have skipped past it on accident.
Alright, here we go. Isao's gonna move up. Seeing that this creature is starting to attack his group, he's going to fire his Tepoyumi.
Okay. That is a strike, a solid blow, finding purchase between the joints of the armor. Instead of blood kind of spurting out, you can see that his feathers are literally ruffled as some of the black raven feathers float to the ground.
That's the end of turn.
Okay. Now, Ryuki.
Yeah, let's- double checking something. Okay, fast movement's level 5. Sorry, since it's not my character, I don't.
Yeah, I know.
100%. Moving here.
Okay.
You can action dash if you want.
Yep, for another 30
That's a good
feet.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 feet will actually get him in melee.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, he'd probably want to be in melee too.
All right. I adjusted your guys' initiative just for simplicity. So, Lou, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to swing at him.
That is a strike. You guys are rolling good tonight. You are going to need
there's
it.
that. What's the bop?
Okay, nice. You definitely find
And
purchase.
I'm going to burn my action surge and attack again.
16 will strike.
Okay.
And more boppage. Nice.
And I'm spent.
All right. That was a good round. Again.
Hold on. You get 2 bonus actions with an action surge?
No, you wouldn't get that bonus.
Wait, I don't.
No, you only get 1 bonus action regardless.
The action surge gave you a bonus.
It gives you an action.
You can only ever have 1 bonus action.
Okay,
Regardless.
then negate the second bop.
That's okay. He still took a lot of damage. It was worth it. Hal, it is now your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to
Actually, action surge starting at 2nd level. Blah blah blah. On your turn, you can take 1 additional action on top of your
regular action
and
and
a
bonus
possible
action.
bonus action.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
on
that's the
top
thing,
of your
Oh,
action.
It's
okay,
possible if you
I was
didn't
reading-
already do your bonus
Right.
action. So if you did
Right.
if you did an action with your action surge, which could give you an some sort of special bonus action, you could take that.
Like if you couldn't do the bop with Polar Master with the first action, you
Correct.
could possibly take it with the second.
Got it. Okay.
Hal.
So I'm going to take a swing at him with my stick. Is that enough or no?
That is not
I don't
enough.
think it is. And then I'm going to take an unarmed strike with my bonus.
All right, roll well.
Oh, goddamn.
That is not good enough. The kami is not blessing you at the moment. Anything else?
I mean, unless I can use my movement to, like, push Makoto back without him, like,
No, not really.
getting attacked or no. Okay. Then, yeah, I'll just wait
Okay.
and hope he gets back up.
Shizuka.
First things first, can I attempt a religion check to infer what this creature is?
You've already done several religion checks. You know it is some sort of either Oni or
Or Tengu?
it doesn't necessarily match what the Tengu are of legend, but it's possible.
Alright. Then in that case, first things first, she's going to cast Bless on
Okay, 3 creatures.
Ryuki, Lu, and Hal, and I'll put the marker on.
Okay.
And that'll be her action.
Okay. This creature seems to be sucking in kind of a foul air and will just release a quick blast of which appears to be black raven feathers. I need everyone within 15 feet to make me a dexterity save.
So
Shizuka,
am
you're
I
fine.
within- Okay.
Well, I'm failing this.
You do
Yeah, I
fail.
did.
Okay. How you will make it?
And we need to save for Ryuki.
Yes, please.
Oh, right, sorry.
Makoto, obviously you automatically fail.
Oh, also, Lu, don't forget, you have Bless on you.
That's not going to make a difference.
Okay,
Oh.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That was Ryuki's save, by the way.
Oh, okay. So, obviously, you fail yours. So, here is what happens. Lou failed. House saved. You saved. Okay. So, those who made their save will take no damage from the attack, but will still get pushed away. Those who failed to save will still take damage. So, sorry, Makoto. You are going to take 3 points of damage.
Already did it.
Get blasted back.
Wait, that counts as 2 separate damage sources, doesn't it?
It does. And I'm sorry.
Ouch.
Lou, you will also take 3 points of damage.
That tickled.
Oh, they're nothing strong enough to face me.
I yell, "Bring it on, bitch!" Shake my stick
Okay,
at him.
Makoto, I believe that you are going to now have to start doing them death saves.
Cool.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Hey, that's a success.
I put it on the wrong thing. I'm not good at checking this as thing.
A win is a win. Isao, I believe, is now your turn.
So he's stable?
Yes.
No,
that's
no,
one of 3
no.
saves, and he's
Oh.
failed 2.
Oh,
If he
shit.
fails 1 more, he dies.
Okay,
Isao runs up towards Makoto and uses his action surge to do a dash back towards Shizuka, dragging Makoto with him.
okay. You still have to make me that con save, but very good.
Sure. I'm fine with taking a little bit of damage here and there.
Okay, you will make your save. You will take the half damage, which was 2. As Isao pulls Makoto's body to safety, hopefully. Very good. Anybody else or anything else?
Nope, I'm good for that
All right,
turn.
Ryuki's turn.
I believe this would. I believe this would be the time to rage.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Ryuki's gonna go right back in and start attempt to beat the shit out of him. As, you know what? Make it a reckless attack while we're at it.
Okay. Bring it. Thank goodness for that crit, or for that the advantage. Oh, he definitely finds purchase. Swings his katana and another spray of feathers. Is anything else?
The rage is the bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then no.
Okay. Lou. It is your turn, Lou.
Okay. I'm going to move about right here. Oh wait. Can I still hit him from there? Or do I need to...
You have range? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do have range. I just made
Yeah,
sure
that should be
I
10 foot.
wasn't stabbing through the barbarian. Alright. I'm a swing and miss.
That is a miss. Sorry. Anything else?
Oh wait. I'm at 17 health. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna burn that second wind.
Okay. Go ahead and recover those hit
Um,
points, and then it shall be Howl's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna move into range.
Wait, how do I...
Slash roll. There you go.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's
Well,
some good
I
recovery.
should have held on to...
Well.
Should have held on to that. Whatever.
ahead, Hal.
Held.
I'm gonna attack with my quarterstaff.
That is a strike. For 8 points of damage. Leaving
And
maybe
then
a small dent in his armor.
I'm going to take my unarmed strike.
Wait, Hal, you have bless.
And that wouldn't
It hit.
affect this.
You hit
Yeah, but
more.
It doesn't affect damage?
No, only
No.
2 hit.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
saves.
I'm just rolling it. I'm just rolling if I fail without.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I have no idea how to do the auto add thing. And we're mid combat.
Oh, that is another strike.
and I'm gonna burn a key and make it a flurry.
Okay.
So go down to 1 and do another /R 1d4. 13's not enough, right?
A 13 will not hit, unfortunately.
All right,
It's okay.
chipped away.
2 solid strikes. Not bad.
Yeah, a little bit of chip here and there.
All right. He seems to be turning his attention to you, but it is Shizuka's turn.
Shizuka will cast Spare the Dying on Koto.
Okay.
I brought you something, Shizuka.
Yes, thank you for bringing my friend back to me.
All right.
So now he's
I
stable.
was gonna say, wait, don't we have potions?
You have a potion.
I was gonna
It's
say,
it's in party loot, which is on Makoto.
well,
No, it's on Hal.
Well, no, I would have.
Hal had the money.
I would have
Yeah.
given the pack back to him since I've just been assuming he has it unless stated.
so metagame
Yeah.
pigeon. You could just pull that potion out, and he would stand up and be able to do stuff. If you
Well-
want to burn the potion on that.
Can't I use a bonus action my bonus action as an item to just bring him back? With the potion,
You
I
can.
mean.
You are allowed to interact with 1 item for free each turn.
Pouring a potion into the throat of somebody is usually considered a full action.
Correct.
I mean, you could just okay.
Oh.
Since we're on this topic, you could just do that instead of casting Spare the Dying.
Yes.
Alright.
And then
So then,
we're going to fix this going forward. Anything that is in the party fund and there is no character name next to it will be considered on the boat, not on a character. Okay? So we're going to fix that going forward.
So not usable in combat, guy.
So at this
Correct.
point,
But this
so
is.
is the potion usable for this time? Okay. So Shizuka's gonna pull out the potion that Hal bought earlier, open Makoto's mouth, and just like slowly pour it in.
Okay, very good. We'll go ahead and roll.
Can I also just real quick, very sarcastically say, you also have healing spells?
I'd rather save them for later.
Again, very sarcastically.
Fair enough.
And you'll just hear a noise goes like, "Shut up!"
Okay, so that's
2d4 plus 2.
That's what I was looking for.
All right. This creature in combat is going to turn slightly towards Hal and speak, "Come, my carrion. Hear my call."
Gross.
What?
Hal, you may make a dexterity save on the start of your next turn. He is also going to swing
Okay.
at Ryuki. Probably not going to hit
Remember-
with a 14.
Remember advantage.
Oh, thank you, thank you,
Reckless
thank you,
attack.
thank you. Also not going to hit. So, Makoto, you wake up, again, your lips wet from the potion being poured down.
Thank you.
That's all you're gonna give her?
And
Thank
she'll
you.
help Makoto. She'll help Makoto stand up.
I believe it. It's not your turn. You can't do that.
Well, I can't offer assistance.
Not on somebody
Okay, yeah.
else's turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Go ahead.
What you doing, Makoto?
I am doing the good old fuck this guy as I stand up.
Okay. A 10 will not strike.
Damn it.
Isao, your turn.
Isau's gonna take one knee, use his inspiration die,
Nice.
prep his aim shot, take out the marked bolt, and fire.
Okay.
This should be +2.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
+2 from the aim.
Yeah, it says it's +0, but I don't know why. Let me adjust some stuff. Really? I tried.
You did very much try. As you fire the bolt, it goes whizzing past at an alarming speed. Unfortunately, it misses.
Hit a crow.
But no, it did not hit a crow. It goes flying somewhere into the grass in the back. And I'm sorry, but that would have been epic.
Yeah. Always gotta try.
Indeed. I believe it is now Ryuki's turn. Makoto?
Makoto?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I know, it's tough running 2 characters.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for another reckless attack.
Yeah. $19 plus 2 will definitely find purchase. Okay.
Oh, and I forgot to add this last time.
Okay. So 8 points of damage. Lou, it is now your turn.
Can I change my action from 2 turns ago?
No.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna shift over here, so I have a cleaner strike.
Sure.
And I'm gonna swing again. Oh God.
Man, if only you had advantage. Anything else?
No. That's it.
Hal, dexterity save.
Right.
The carrion crows are just flying about you. Nice saves. Okay, you will not be at disadvantage this round. You may proceed as normal. You're able to kind of visually see through the murder there.
I'm assuming it's like a cover advantage kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hit it with a stick. I'll roll my d4.
Dick.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, even with the D4, you would have missed.
Unarmed strike.
Roll your bless. You can't roll less than a 1, so it'll strike.
Okay, so I'm not gonna roll the bless. I'm just gonna roll the damage.
Okay, so 4 points of damage. That makes sense. Again, you are battling that I don't know, that small murder of crows that are just pestering you. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Shizuka.
Seeing that Makoto's back up, Shizuka will... Hal, what's your dexterity?
16.
Like, what's your lowest save right now?
In charisma.
Okay.
Don't bother. I would not bother.
Don't worry about those.
Those are the worthless saves.
They're the ones that are used least often.
DM note. Time 10:58.
Hal tempted the DM.
What is Lou? What is your lowest save? Lou,
Sorry, what?
your lowest save.
Right, wisdom.
My lowest save is charisma and intelligence. They're both -1s.
Okay, you know what? I can't think of anything right now, so
Whack.
Shizuka's going.
Go ahead.
I can't reach it in my current movement. She's going to.
You
Well-
have attack cantrips.
I know. She's gonna stand here because I'm thinking like I need to buff them to keep them going. She's just gonna throw a sacred flame in its face.
Okay. I believe that's a save for me.
Yes, you need to make a dexterity save.
Okay, so this will be at a +3.
Okay. And you take 1d8 of fire.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, radiant damage. It does not like that one bit.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, so, let's see. He really did not like Hal the last time. So, we're going to do 2 attacks on Hal. He
Well,
swings his weapon. Unfortunately, it's going to catch some of the carrion crows that are swarming you, essentially dispelling his own spell. Lame.
Nice.
However, this one may strike 17 AC
Hits.
for 6 points of damage.
That's not terrible.
You can see, well, the characters that are up close, you can really start to see the damage on this creature for sure. Makoto.
neat.
I think hanging back and using magic's probably gonna be a smarter idea.
Okay. Well, you don't want to take
But
another
first-
crit?
I mean, it's tempting. I am gonna Hexblade Curse him though.
Okay. Hal's thinking, at least it wasn't me this time. Okay, anything else?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I will move relatively closer though.
Sure.
As well. God damn it! I keep doing
That's
that.
a what.
Doesn't matter. It missed.
Isao, it is now your turn.
He's holding a weapon in one hand and a shield in the other.
That
right?
is correct.
Would you allow the variant rules for additional combat actions such as disarm, mark, overrun?
What are you looking to do?
Either disarm his weapon or his shield would be nice. It does no damage. It would just
correct,
disarm
and it's what, at a -4?
If he's holding the sword in two hands,
He is not.
It's disadvantage for me. If he's larger than me, he gets advantage on his save,
Okay.
which is athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, we can go with that. You're aiming for the weapon or the shield?
The shield would be most beneficial to them.
Okay.
All right, so he needs to make athletics or acrobatics, whichever he's better at,
They would be identical.
and he needs to beat a 16. God damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm trying here.
He is both
Just
strong
doing
and
good.
fast.
Still a good try.
Yeah, definitely for sure. It is now, I
Clunk.
believe, Ryuki's turn. Which would be Makoto.
Yeah, Ryuk.
Rage.
Hulk
Rage!
smash. Okay.
Hulk smash. It's working out pretty well.
He's got bless, right? Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's what the plus
Yeah,
one is.
unfortunately, he's just shy.
Damn.
So,
Oh, that was like round 3 of Rage.
all right, Lou.
I'm gonna miss again. Wait.
Bless?
Roll my bless.
You could still technically hit it with bless. But you don't. Okay. 1-2 by accuracy potion. Hal.
Right.
I did not move the crows, however, you do not need to make this save.
Alright, doing same deal.
Sorry, guys. I'm not hit capped.
Fuck, that misses.
Your stick is of missing +2. The unarmed strike will hit. Kami are telling you something.
And I'm going to burn my last key
Okay.
to do my flurry.
Oh, that crit! Can he do it?
Nice.
Can he do it? That's some terrible damage, but
Yeah.
it will be enough. As you give that last flurry of your blow, you basically punch a black smoke as the figure just dissipates into the air. All right, very good. A couple other
That was
things are going to happen here.
Bit intense.
So he said 0 hit points, right?
This one is not around for interrogation, unfortunately.
Did any of his stuff stay behind?
He completely evaporated.
Poofed.
Okay.
Okay, let me adjust some
That's
music.
it.
Yo, I'm more happy I'm getting my hit points back.
At this, Shizuki just went, that was a shadow. Of him,
The
wasn't it?
mist will start to lift. starting from around the house area and spread around the 12 poles. Emanating out, several figures will appear as the mists roll back.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hi.
Do they appear hostile?
Some of them do have weapons. They are not drawn back in anger or attack. They're merely at the ready. And they seem to be regarding the party.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh shit.
No.
These are the
I-
occupants of the graves. Or I guess the intended occupants.
Hello.
They kind of do, you know, the bird look where they cock their heads and stare at you.
And Shizuka will just like, she'll be a little unnerved, but she'll just steel herself and just like return the look and just keep looking at them.
Okay. Essentially, here's what's going to happen. Most of them are going to linger for just a few moments, spread their wings, and fly off. Wrong layer.
And
A couple will kind of move to the side. It seems like maybe they're speaking to each other. You can't really tell. It's a bunch of kind of squawking type languages.
is it
The
Sylvan?
two that are standing next to you will remain.
Yeah, is it Sylvan? Or is it Orin?
It is not Sylvan.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Sorry, I'm trying to make some of these characters disappear, but Roll20's being stupid, so...
Just... Yeah.
It wouldn't let me select them all.
Yes, the bounding box for Roll20 is really stupid when selecting multiple things.
Okay, so that should be more appropriate here. Again, the two of them, they don't put away their weapons, so to speak. They're still at the ready. They don't really look hostile. However, you guys can make insights if you want. But they seem to be standing there regarding the party. They start to kind of squawk. Yeah, Shizuka, you don't feel any... You feel... They look sorrowful, but they don't
Lou.
look hostile.
Hand over the mask, Lou.
Hello?
I hand you the mask.
Can
No
you
to them, you
understand-
idiot!
Can you understand me?
I look at the mask now in your hand and go, kind of shrug.
Shizuka will take the mask from Isao. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, you can take it and put it on if you want.
So Shizuka's putting on the mask?
Well, no, she was gonna offer it to them.
Okay, to the one closest to you, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It will kind of... It'll take the mask, regard it in its hands. It will, with its other hand, it will place its weapon back in its holster and pull out a small, almost like a parchment, like a makeshift spell book. It will utter some words, and then it will start to speak in common. Thank you.
How long have you been trapped here?
For 26 cycles of Amma. Again, the characters would refer to that as one of the moons.
Mm.
So, 2 years. That's a long time.
What was that being?
One of us. There's a language barrier. It doesn't exactly know the exact words sometimes to speak, so you're getting a loose translation just to begin with. But
That is how the comprehend languages spell works.
right, You free us. Many thanks. A gift. And it will hand the mask back.
And Shizuka will take it graciously.
If you see us again, we give blessing. Goodbye.
And Shizuka will
Goodbye.
bow deeply.
Okay, with that, they kind of spread their wings and fly off. Again, the mist is separating out. Let me do some little fun stuff.
Are you gonna reveal more map? Nice.
There's one hiding behind that tree. Get it.
No, I just moved them off to the side, so they were out of the way for
Does it
temporarily.
look like the corrupted earth is dissipating or less toxic?
It, as you examine it, again, kind of any of the contaminants that were in it are kind of fizzing up in more of that black kind of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
As for whether it's safe or not, it's hard to say.
Shizuka, can I have the mask? I want to check the building.
Actually, I have yet to try this. And she'll actually put the mask on herself.
Okay. It gives you a little bit of extra sight. As you're staring at the building where they were describing that there was a seal, you do not see it. Shh.
And, like, from here, the seal is gone, right?
Correct.
She'll look over, like, she'll start walking around with it, and she'll start looking at the houses.
Okay. You're not really noticing anything out of the ordinary.
Well, Shizuka goes on a walk. Isao is trying to recover, more importantly, the marked bolt, and maybe the other bolt he fired.
Okay. Let's see. You had a couple. We're going to go with 50% of the hits that you have against him are going to be recoverable. And then the one bolt that you fired off, you will be able to recover it as well.
Okay, thank you. So kind.
Alright, fuck it.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Okay, so I don't have the con save?
You do not have to make the con save.
Okay,
It
appears to
still
be clear.
feels bad and evil, but it's not permeating and trying to infiltrate your body.
And I shove the doors open.
Okay. You push the doors open, and you are not going to like the sight that you see. Maybe half dozen, 24 bodies spread about inside, basically left to rot.
Do we have any lantern oil?
There are graves right over there, you fool.
Not enough.
And then Shizuka, like, will come back.
Fire will cleanse the ground as well.
So I would say fire.
I want to make sure they each have their own resting place. We can burn them in their graves. But sorting their ashes afterward is a pain.
Well, then let's get to work.
Isao starts dragging out some of the rotting corpses, trying not to rip them apart.
Okay.
And Shizuka will gesture for, like, she'll call to Luke, like, Luke, would you mind helping them?
I shrug and go over and help them.
Okay.
Hal will use we'll pass out some of his, like, shawls and stuff that we can use as, like, face coverings.
Okay.
For the time
That will
being,
definitely
so
help with the smell, for sure. No, very good. As you guys kind of move, obviously you'll have to fill up a couple bodies per grave or so. But you will clean the house out and bury the dead. Very good. At this point, again, inside the house, there's not much in the way of furniture or anything like that.
That's oh. So, wait, the guy we killed, he literally left nothing behind, right?
He completely dissipated into smoke.
His weapon and everything?
Everything.
Damn it.
Does it look
Even
like
like
there's
some of the feathers and
anything-
stuff, as it was bleeding,
there's
some of the feathers and
anything-
stuff as it was bleeding are gone.
So the one bird dude told us that he was one of them. Do the bodies in here look like bird people? Do they look like humanoid?
They were humanoid, elves, half elves, humans,
Okay.
maybe a dwarf here or there.
No weapons or anything inside.
They look like they're pretty much. They were. Some of them they were clothed, but simple clothes, and there are a few knickknacks here or there that they may have had on their person when they were placed here, but nothing, I guess, superly elaborate or anything like that.
Shizuka, I believe the mask that you see beyond the veil. Is there anything inside there?
Shizuka, like with the mask still on her, will keep looking around.
Okay. Again, inside. How long did your detect magic last?
Like a minute.
It lasts. It casts 10. It's 10 minutes to cast, but lasts for a minute or so.
Okay. As you're looking around, go ahead and make me. You can make a perception at advantage.
Okay, so perception.
Okay. As you're looking around, you're gonna find odd scribblings every now and then. As you kind of find and move around the room looking at them, eventually you're going to come across and find kind of a loose floorboard at one of the scribblings.
What do some of these scribblings say?
They're gibberish, but they're obviously
Okay.
man-made. A lot of them were carved possibly with fingernails.
Seeing the loose floorboards, she'll call out to everyone.
Okay.
Like, I found something.
What is it?
Ugh.
Looks like these floorboards here are loose. Like, not to mention there's writing on the walls, but I can't really read it. But
Can I see the writing now that it's pointed out?
Yeah, it instead of like writing, it's really more just like scratches and that sort of thing. Most of the places that Shizuka had checked were empty, or there may have been something placed there at some point, but it came up.
I'll tell everybody
empty-handed.
to back up, and once they have, I'll pull the floorboard off.
Okay. Underneath, you'll find what appears to be like a crawl space. Again, not a large person, but a medium-sized creature could possibly wiggle down there.
I look at that and go, nope.
Hold my things. I'm going in.
Hold my beer.
Shizuka will hold on to his stuff.
And he puts himself feet first into the crawl space.
Okay. As you kind of squeeze your way through, you're going to find what appears to be a small, kind of like a footlocker, a small coffer. It does look like it is sealed with where a key would fit.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to drag it out and lift it up. It's heavy, but it's not super heavy.
Shizuka, hand me my rope. And he ties it onto. Is there a handle, or is it just
Yeah, you'll be able to secure a rope to it.
So Shizuka will just feed him rope as he needs it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll secure it, and we'll pull it up out of there.
Okay. No problem. You guys pull that chest up and out. It is roughly 2.5, 3 foot wide by about 2 foot deep by about another 2 foot tall.
Look locked. Like, is there a lock hanging off the front?
There's no place for a lock to fit. It looks like it's built into the chest. It's actually pretty nice. There's some sort of internal mechanism on the chest itself.
So, did you see anything like a key down there?
I didn't have much light.
I'll look.
Okay. Make me perception at advantage.
Where's my perception? Here it is.
Okay, as you're looking down there, you're not really going to find a key, but you're going to find a small parchment. It's old, and it's very fragile. It looks like it's closed together with maybe a ribbon.
I will grab it and pull it out then.
Okay.
Was down there for 2 years.
I mean, if this parchment has been down there for 2 years, it's certainly lasted long.
Mm-hmm.
If it's so fragile, we might want to oil it first.
So Shizuka still with the mask on will actually look at the chest. Is there any signs of magic on it?
Without your magic, I mean, you can make me like an Arcana check, but your detect magic has, since dissipated.
Nope.
None that you can tell.
Seeing the lock, Isao is considering making a makeshift pick out of one of the pitons from his pack.
Okay.
Let's wait to read this note first. It may have indications of where the key is.
I still need a pick anyway.
Well, I guess you can get started on that.
Okay. So, are you guys going to take Isao's recommendation and, assuming you have oil?
Does anyone have oil?
Would there be some in like a tinderbox or?
I have a
probably not.
tinderbox.
Not in a tinderbox.
If you
Tinderbox
have,
is more like matches and shit.
I figured I'd ask. I was pretty sure it wasn't the case.
Yeah, it's
but
like flint and steel.
Yeah.
if any of you took a lantern and you have oil,
I have torches, not a lantern, unfortunately.
That's all I got.
Wait a minute. Torches are oiled, aren't they?
Tar usually.
They're waxed or tarred, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go around and I can check some of the houses. I'll try to open some of the doors.
Okay, very good.
Before he does that, the incense that I have that came with the priest pack, is it oil-based?
I imagine the incense is like the stuff that you can buy, the sticks that you can light the end and they burn.
Oh.
Yeah, typically it's a mashed powder.
Sometimes they're formed into solids.
if we had found the parchment before we took care of the dead, their fat renders nicely.
No, we are not doing that.
So Hal's gonna search the houses and see if he can find some lantern
Okay.
oil. Or like cooking oil or something.
Okay. So, as you're kind of searching, you're obviously not going to find stuff in the order that you need it. Yes, you're going to find a lantern that's about half full of oil. You're also going to find some coin, obviously. Not much, but some. You're going to find 13 dragons worth. As far as food stuff goes, there's really not a whole lot. You will find one barrel of rice that appears to be untouched. Most of the liquor and everything is pretty rank at this point.
I sniffed the liquor anyway to see if, or try to gauge if I could tolerate it.
Well, you drank the Dwarven spirits.
I'll leave the barrel of rice where it is for now and tell everybody where it is, and I'll bring the lantern back and use the empty potion vial to pull.
You will find cloth from clothing, obviously, that could be used. You will also find most of the tools or anything out here has been untouched. So you will find a couple lengths of rope if you need, just hemp rope. You'll find about 100 foot, 2 strands of 50. And just some assorted tools.
So I will dip a cloth in the oil and I'll oil up the paper before we unfold it.
All right. So you dip the parchment in the oil. Start to unroll it gently. Obviously, you're a pretty dexterous character, so it's not really that difficult. You start reading it. It is in common. Very quickly, you're going to realize that it's a love note. Basically, my dearest, Hanzo. We won't go into the details. I am amiss, for I will never see you again. I count my blessings every day, that you were gone from the village when such terrible thing happened. It will go through a little bit of the back history, stating that some old, wizened man, is how she's going to describe him, came to town, seemed to be a beggar. Things went south very quickly.
Well, that's depressing.
Pretty much.
Do we have an idea of the name of this town from any of this?
That is a good question. DM knows.
I.e., is this the place that Kosui told us about?
You do not... Well, it's up to you guys to ultimately decide. But it does not describe the place that for the clues that he had given you.
There's
rice
no rice
fields.
field, and he hasn't shown up.
Fair. He did say flame and feather.
He did.
Maybe
That
this was
part is...
part of the-
Yeah. Seems very on point.
Shizuka will speak up and well, maybe this was part of the problem.
And the village
all
name
of it?
is Garasu.
Huh. And not to mention, it didn't leave a body, so I'm willing to bet this was a shade of it, or the main problem.
Isao,
I am here now.
having
Welcome.
hopefully finished his
Oh,
makeshift
hi, Ruby.
thieves' tools, will try to open the chest.
Okay. All right. Let's give me a roll. We're going to add a small multiple. Okay. You work the tool. Now you're kind of at a crossroads now. You think that maybe you can get it, given a little more time, but it may end up breaking that tool. If you fail, it may end up breaking the lock.
I'm fine with breaking the tool, so it'll take as long as needed.
Okay. So make me one more roll. Okay. Your tool will end up breaking, but you will get the lock open. And again, it kind of falls away, and it looks like it will lift in half, basically. It's on a hinge. It will open up just like a chest would.
In before Mimic.
Oh, that was a good idea, though.
That would be a dick move.
I am known
At
for
this
that.
point, Shizuka's peering over Isao's shoulder.
Okay. Do you open the chest?
Isao opens the chest and looks inside.
Okay. As you open it up, you will notice that is basically a very... Okay, so it looks like a case, if it were in a different context, like a game board case, like chess with the board and the figures. However, it's not a game. It looks like small representations of maybe the kami. Like somebody had saved part of a shrine and had placed it in this chest.
I think this is for you, Shizuka.
And she'll gingerly take it.
Okay.
And go ahead.
The figurines, they're not as opulent as the other figurine that you guys had found. These are, they look like they're lovingly carved out of wood. But you can see most of the major kami there. Amaterasu, Tsukiyomi, Susanoo, etc., etc.
This may have been a shrine at one point.
Perhaps. Well, if anything, looks like it was... And she'll say nothing, but she'll make sure that the pieces are in place, and she'll gently put it in her pack.
Okay.
Huh.
It is heavy, just so you know. So
what's the weight on it?
it weighs about 15 pounds.
Oof. And I just called it a kami diorama.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Right?
That's perfect.
Do we want to do one last sweep of the town before heading back to the boats, or just head back?
I would say I wouldn't say I'll poke around.
I'll be waiting at the boats.
Okay.
I'll be waiting by the last house.
At
Just
You want
make
to
sure.
perception or investigate?
I would say either one's pretty applicable right now. And what exactly are you looking for? Searching the houses.
I'm just looking for anything that looks valuable or useful or
Okay.
looks like booze.
Yeah. Well, again, you're gonna find pretty much the same things that Hal was able to find. Again, tools. They look more like woodworking tools, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to find an actual game board. Again,
Nice.
like
I totally
like
take it.
I don't know, something simple like checkers or something like that.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to, if I find any, take some like spare lumber for possible boat repair and some nails.
Wait,
And
can it be a go board?
They don't really have much in the way of spare lumber. However, there are nails that you would be able
All right,
to grab.
I'm going to take some nails and then the barrel of rice. I'm going to get back to
It
the
is
boats.
obviously very heavy.
Why don't you pull the copper wire out too?
How many nails would you say?
I don't know.
Enough. A bunch.
Do 40-10.
4010. 4010. Awesome.
What?
Messing with you.
Are you able to carry that many?
Yeah, why not?
There you go. 20 nails.
20. Gotcha.
It'd be like 20, 30 pounds, depending how thick.
Then I am going to go back to the boat.
Let's go ahead and just take a real quick 5-minute break here, and then we'll resume.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okey-doke.
You wanna, since we're doing a 5-minute break,
Mhm.
someone wanna catch Felix up on everything?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That was.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Sweet. Where was second
and
night?
Atherin, just an FYI, this doesn't have to be done during session. I sent in the Discord Valoris chat the stuff that we wanted to sell while we were in town. He left already, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
I'll
So
let you know at the end of session.
Ryuki, today what happened was we came out of the temple and Kosui was there with a cart and hirelings gathering bodies. He thanked us for our services, paid us, what was it, 4 black dragons, and gave us a hint to another place to go. We returned to the main town that we came from, had some drinks, had a good night, got provisions, and headed northward on the river. We saw some, what's the name for them? Whatever, will-o'-the-wisps. That's what I call them, but floating
Will-o'-wisps.
lights. Yeah. And we followed them into the forest, and we found ourselves here, where we solved a nice little puzzle, releasing what looked to be a Raven-esque Oni, and we murdered the shit out of it.
I heard my character did that.
Yeah. And then the deceased came out, thanked us, and here we are. We still haven't gotten to the village that Kosui told us about, and we still haven't gotten to the logging village that our actual mission is.
Do you think if we get enough black dragons coins, we get a prize?
I want to hear the ching sound as well, yeah.
Maybe we can turn it in for a stuffed animal.
I mean, we did spend 2.5 for lodging last night.
Oh, so they do spend, okay.
Unwillingly.
He wasn't happy about it, but it was better than 5 gold.
I thought that
for everyone.
dude told us never to come back to his inn again.
Different inn.
Okay.
This one is the Black Hoof, horse hoof, so uncloven.
And it was nicer. So we wouldn't stay in that crap hole again anyway.
Was it the same town?
Yeah.
Yes.
Same town, but nicer inn.
Huh.
We also got and immediately used a healing potion.
Yes. To raise up Makoto, who got critted.
Fucked.
crit one shot, yeah.
So fucked.
Mhm.
He got bent over.
I kind of want the Raven mask because I like what it does, but why would I cover this beautiful face?
So I'll take it then.
No,
I'll say-
it's mine. It's mine.
Say, I
Give
got
it
an
to me.
ugly mug that would probably be better not seen.
It'd also probably do wonders for your intimidation checks.
Right. I want to
I don't
figure
know.
out exactly.
That -1 charisma still hurts.
Want to figure out exactly what it does.
Well, I thought, do we have to use charisma, or can you potentially use strength if you're like?
That's the variant
agree.
rules.
I was gonna say that's up to Atherin. Rules
mean-
is written. It's still just
You can
charisma.
always ask.
Although he did let us use the variant actions, which means I
I
can disarm
know
with a
a
shot
lot.
now.
I know a lot of times it's allowed specifically for barbarians because barbarian or while raging.
Yeah, you could try.
So I know for campaigns I've run, if you do something intimidating, it just adds to the roll instead. So like if I go punch through 12 cinder blocks and then glare at them, it's a little more intimidating than just glaring at them.
when I do that
Behead their
it's a-
friend and
it's a
then
strength.
intimidate them.
Yeah.
action, like you're punching through stuff, so it would be a strength-based intimidation roll for me if I were to DM that.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Just
Like
as an FYI,
The Zorro swish would probably be dexterity-based intimidation.
just as an FYI, Atherin,
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize at the time that you wanted direct messages to go in Roll20, so I sent you a Discord
Oh,
message
gotcha.
of stuff I wanted to sell in town. Doesn't have to be during session. If you just want to let
Okay,
me know how
yep,
much after
Yep,
session,
absolutely. We can definitely take care of that.
and I'll just take whatever they're giving.
Very good.
Do you want to take a short rest before we head out?
I think that would be a very good idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
identify that mask?
That's still on Shizuka's face.
Isao reaches out for it. No, I'm just kidding. He's very nice about it.
I mean, we can do a short rest on the boats.
Yeah.
It's
Can
gonna
we?
be hard to paddle at the same time.
I was gonna say you're allowed to do non-strenuous tasks.
Correct.
Rowing is not one of those.
Gotcha.
I'm back. Did I miss anything important?
No,
Only
Isao
everything.
Isao's
Ah,
going to
PPK.
enter one of the houses and try to light a fire.
Yeah.
And start inviting everyone in for a short rest.
Yeah.
See if the rice is any good and cook some of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be able to find pots and all sorts of things, as most of the houses were pretty much just abandoned. You'll be able to have a nice meal for everybody, and you guys will be able to successfully do a short rest.
He makes an extra bowl of rice and asks for some
Mhm.
incense from Shizuka.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You cut out.
I'm going to be making an offering to the dead.
Oh. And then Shizuka will actually start crying.
He did ask for some of that incense.
Oh, and she willingly gives some.
Okay, very good. All right. For successfully liberating this town and with the offering to the gods, if you did not already have inspiration, go ahead and take a point.
Neato.
Wasted my inspiration earlier. Jeez.
That would have been awesome.
I still need to know, but yeah, we'll deal with that later.
Hmm. Yeah, your Isao would know that there is something special about
About
that.
it.
Mhm.
And the mask, can we use our short rest to identify it?
Does anybody have the identify spell,
No.
No.
or is
That's
that
still
or is that a
useful?
second edition thing? I apologize.
And
That's-
so identify
no,
is
second,
still a
third.
thing. It's just you can spend a short rest. It just doesn't necessarily reveal everything. For example, like cursed items.
Okay,
It wouldn't reveal the curse.
so who
is my understanding.
is going to try to identify what?
I guess, like, I would try to identify the mask.
Okay.
I'll try to identify the Kami Shrine, the portable shrine.
Okay.
The one that I have?
Yeah.
Alright, and she gives it to you gently.
To the ground.
Was there anything else you wish to identify?
Do we have anything else?
Yeah,
The
I'll
answer
try
is
and
yes.
identify. I will identify my marked bolt.
Okay. There is, as a DM hint, there is one more item that you guys picked up that could be identified.
I try to identify game board.
Okay.
What game board?
He found a game board. It's
Oh,
essentially
while I was
checkers.
away.
Yeah.
I'm
That is not the item. It was something that you found in the temple.
Oh, is it the silver hair clip?
Not the silver hair
Yeah.
clip.
Really? Not one of the rubies.
Not one of the rubies. The other item.
We don't have an item in the party loop.
Mm,
Other than
Everybody
somebody.
else check.
Hal is the one who picked it up.
What did I pick up?
Figurine.
Oh, the
yeah.
figurine. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll identify the figurine.
Okay. So we've got everybody working on something. We'll just go down the list.
I'm going to take this time to attempt to commune with my patron for guidance.
Okay. Who is your patron? If you can whisper it to me. Just any pertinent information, and we'll start working on that. Okay, so let's go through the list. The mask. All right, it gives essentially is an attunable item, and once per day, rechargeable on a long rest. It will give you advantage on a perception roll.
Very nice.
The figurine, as you're kind of going over it, it appeared to be a figurine of, not Raiden, Raijin, thank you. Again, an attunable item, once per day, long rest, you will be able to basically take inspiration.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
All right.
And it's
Then we've got...
these
Go ahead.
and to confirm, these recharge once per long rest.
Per long rest.
So it's I can use the inspiration. I can take the inspiration while it's attuned to me, and then I can't take inspiration again until I've completed until basically the object has completed a long rest.
That is
Okay.
correct. Obviously, it won't give you 2 uses of inspiration, so... And it has to be attuned to your character as well. And I believe you can attune 3 items, is that correct?
3 items.
Yeah,
I
yes.
believe that's correct.
Let's see. We've got the altar to the kami, or the shrine. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be that magical. It may have been magical at one point, but its power has diminished. And what was... Oh, the bolt. Okay. That bolt is... Obviously, it's a consumable, but it is the first +1 weapon that you guys have found.
Nice.
Good.
So obviously,
Okay, I'll
it counts
keep that
as
in mind.
magic.
Yes.
So
What weapon is this?
Nothing. You saw nothing.
We found
It's
a
a-
crossbow bolt. That's a +1 crossbow bolt. None of the
Oh,
rest of
nice.
us use crossbows.
Yep.
So
yeah,
Apparently,
it's
the
close to
craftsman
keeping it.
was touched by the hands of the kami and was able to craft an exceptional item. The game board,
gonna tell
obviously not
everybody-
magical, but it is fun.
I'm
to
going
play.
to tell everybody what the figurine does.
Wait, do I only have the board or do I have the pieces?
You would have the pieces as well. You guys could obviously
Yes.
use it to pass the time. Mhm.
I'm going to tell everybody what the figurine does and say we should discuss how to best use this, and we should consider passing it around to who we think will need it the most on any given day.
I look at the figurine and go, that's cool, but look at this! And I gesture wildly at the board.
Okay, so Lubu does not want the magical kami granting luck, so he's out of the drawing.
if I may make a recommendation,
Yes?
I recommend passing it in between you, Makoto, and Isao.
It's not a bad idea.
Wait, why me?
You've been having a bit of bad luck
Trouble.
with your aim of your magical blasts. You could definitely benefit from this.
And not to
Plus-
mention, you're also a fighter on the front lines. But unlike Lu and Ryuki there, you're kind of fragile compared to them.
Mhm.
Having
Look,
the kami on your side.
That Oni just got a lucky hit on me, that's all.
In addition, having the kami on your side against magic is never a bad thing.
True. I'd rather those two have it than me, considering my position.
All right, then we'll draw lots for it every morning.
Hmm.
And then, is it okay if we just assume that the long rest is what we use to attune it?
That's fine.
Okay. I'll pass it to Makoto for the first holding.
Okay. And also, Ryuki wasn't here when I had made a DM call. Again, anything in the party loot sheet, in the character sheet, if there is not a name next to it and it comes up, say, in battle, it will not be considered on any of the characters. It will be considered on the boat or some other applicable place.
Makes sense.
All right, you guys
So
are...
what does the figurine do again? I was too busy making shitty jokes.
My job.
Once per day, it grants its wielder inspiration, and it recharges once per long rest.
Alrighty.
So basically, it gives you advantage on one roll of your choice.
Correct. This seems to be a very powerful item.
Yeah,
Indeed.
thus attunement required.
What time of day is it now?
Let's see, you guys would have rolled in maybe a little before quote-unquote noon. Probably messed around here for an hour or two. Took a long rest. I mean, you still have...
Short rest.
Yeah, correct. It's about
I
3
thought we
hours
did-
here total or so. So we're looking at early evening, 4 p.m.-ish in our time.
We could still continue on the river for a while, if you want.
I think we should try to get a little bit more distance. We can rest on the boats or on the shore if needed.
Mm.
Alright.
Okay, very good.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's load up.
So you guys load up everything here. Are you taking the barrel of rice with you?
Should we?
How big is this barrel?
It's
I
edible.
mean, it's a barrel. It's heavy,
Like a keg.
essentially.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like a keg? Are we talking like a shipment barrel?
Like a standard barrel. I don't know,
Okay.
55-gallon drum?
Okay.
In
Okay.
the adventuring gear section, a barrel is 70 pounds.
Oh, when full.
I can totally carry that.
I mean, yeah, you
Alright.
guys could lug it onto one of the boats for sure.
I'm totally doing that.
Awesome.
Is it possible to make like rice balls as rations with some of the rice?
Yeah, given enough prep time, for sure.
At this
We
point,
can do that
since
at
it
our
will-
long rest.
Yeah, do it on the long rest.
Alright.
Okay, so Atherin, I put a description for the figurine of Raijin in the party loot
Okay,
under
great.
features and traits. Is that correct?
Let me peruse it. That looks correct to me.
Okay.
All right, so if there's nothing else, you guys load up on the boats and start paddling north again. So let me change the maps.
Neat. Break out sea shanties as we're paddling.
Right?
Hold on, let me play the shamisen I totally have.
Pling, plang, plong. Hey, not too bad.
If I had a shamisen, I would be playing it really well.
Shamisen, my katana.
My katana.
Kornichiwa.
I like the.
I will update the map
Shaman-
in between
is it pronounced
sessions for
shamisen?
places that you have been. Yeah, shamisen.
Yeah, it's pronounced shamisen.
No, my bad.
I thought you were saying it wrong on purpose, like when I said katana.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna venture on. You guys travel north. Let's do some more skill checks here. Nice.
Oh my god, you rolled perception? What?
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know what skill check I'm supposed to be using right now.
Okay, so I'll explain it again. As you guys are traveling, the mechanic is you need more a certain amount of successes before 3 failures. The better that you guys do dictates what kind of condition you may arrive in, or set the difficulty for any encounters that you may come across.
So, okay, what skills are you looking for then?
So anything
That would apply.
Right. So perception, you could be on the constant vigil, watching out. Oh my gosh, we need to make sure that we stay on the west bank because there are sharp rocks on the east. Things like that. Survival, you might be able to replenish supplies and that sort of thing, or say Mother Nature picks up. You might be able to
Or like
brace
find
yourself.
a slightly better path that's going to be quicker or a shortcut.
Correct. Things of that nature. Hmm?
Okay.
And then like athletics, rowing the boat.
Essentially, yeah.
So we'll make better time.
Yeah, or, if the water's extra choppy there, you guys can kind of compensate for it without wearing yourselves out.
Okay.
Things like that. It makes sense?
Yeah.
It's
Or like
This is
if you-
like a 4E mechanic, kind of.
Or if
Right.
somebody wanted to do like a perform check to maintain party morale.
Yeah, that could be argued as well. Mm-hmm.
Skill challenge.
I think I'll do. Well, first off, Atherin, I updated the party loot with the Tengu mask.
Okay.
I just want to know if that's correct.
Checking now.
Let's say, are we waiting until everybody rolls, or we just?
No,
roll
you
and-
guys
oh.
you guys already hit 3 successes there. So again,
Oh.
we're going to carry on. You after another 4 days of travel, you guys will arrive into another town. This town was called Akia. It seems to be, so far, the most populated town that you guys have been in. Off to one side, you can see an area where it's probably pretty good for growing rice, but you're not seeing a lot of rice.
That name sounds familiar, correct?
It was directly mentioned to you by Kosui.
Okay.
This is it.
Is that like this dot here or no?
I'll update the map as we move on. You guys aren't that far north. It would be
Okey-doke.
more like...
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Again, you guys are able to make your way into town if you choose to do so. I'm assuming yes.
Yeah. Go,
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
go for it.
So a couple things that the party is going to notice. We are going to stop here soon, and this is on purpose as well. So as you roll into town, again, a lot more people than the villages you've come across thus far. In the center of town, this is going to stick out like a sore thumb. You can see basically the stocks have been set up, and you can see kind of a large humanoid figure appears to be placed in the stocks. There are a few people around, some of them heckling. Lots of shops abound. And again, presumably there is large rice fields here as well. So, what do you guys do?
Ryuki is going to approach the stacks and see what the commotion is about.
Okay. As you get closer, the character that is in the stocks is obviously half-orc.
Shizuka will ask like the closest person next to her, who is near this area, the stocks, and like, what's going on? What did he do?
Okay. It seems to be a small group of teens, essentially. One of them a little more talkative than the others, real direct. They caught that one stealing. Filthy animal.
Makoto narrows his eyes.
Shizuka will just blink like, oh.
The kid will look at you. What does that matter?
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What does that mean?
What do you want? Were you some sort of orc lover?
Can I
let's
roll
calm
to
down.
make him check his privilege?
Like, intimidate?
Yeah, sure. Intimidate.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Tell him to check himself.
What are
before he
you
wrecks
doing to
himself.
try to intimidate him?
Tell him to check himself before he wrecks himself.
Oh my god. Minus 50 DKP. The kid, who is really kind of cocky, backs down at the sight of Lou. Yeah, whatever. And then he kind of talks to his friends, and they're like, let's get out of here. They flee the scene.
Stupid
I
kids.
nod in a self-satisfied manner.
Well done, Lou. Well done indeed. And like she just like I'm considering that Lou's considerably taller than her. We'll just like tap his arm like, good job.
Yes.
I
I
give.
didn't want to kill that boy.
I just give her a curt nod.
Okay.
Makoto's
And-
gonna approach the half orc.
As
Okay.
is Shizuka.
He's
As
obviously
always.
bent over, head and hands bound.
Hello?
Makoto will kneel in front of the half orc.
He'll kind of
Hey.
look at you for just a moment, and then kind of turn his head off to the side, like he can't even look at you.
Was what those children said true?
Speaks, but again, kind of rough. Just leave me. This is my lot in life.
I kind of cock my head. That's a shitty outlook.
There's not much that can be done. I suggest you stay as far away from me as possible.
And leave you to be treated like an animal? Why would I do that?
I'm going to insight him to see if I'm trying to determine if he actually seems trustworthy and he's just getting shit on by the culture
Okay.
and racism,
Totally
or
applicable.
if he's actually.
Okay. As you're kind of sizing up this orc, you do feel like there's more to the story. More than just he's a criminal, punish him.
Right.
Mhm.
Time for one of those terrible rolls.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I look at him and go, I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
I feel like it's really not going to matter. I don't want to drag anyone else down.
Hey, any charisma-based classes want to do something?
And there's like Shizuka
Let me
will just.
handle this.
Alright, well.
I am
Right.
not a good party face.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Look, regardless of what your lot and what you perceive your lot in life to be, this is hardly appropriate for theft.
At least it's not me and not my kid brother.
What's happening with your brother?
He'll kind of half look at you now. You know that sort of thing where you'll glance at somebody, you'll make eye contact, still a little awkward, so You kind of look at them, but not directly, you know.
Kind of looking through me.
Kind of. That's a good description. It's no secret. Food's becoming difficult here. The villagers blame my village, my tribe, for their hardships.
So it's not even a matter of whether you stole or not, it's that they thought you did.
Like I said, there's not much I can do about it. But I appreciate the thought. Thank you.
Makoto closes his eyes for a second. Is there something I can do for you?
Well, if somebody could get rid of those damn Chochimba, perhaps, maybe we could prosper again.
I mean, beating things up sounds our speed.
He's not wrong.
I kind of snap back from kind of spacing out and go, beating things up? Where?
That's in a little bit. We have to figure out where and when.
Oh.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll tell you.
Out again.
We'll tell you when. And Hal's just kind of glancing around for guard positions, just local stores. Nothing specific, just like stuff that's obvious to him that just stands out as like blatant guard post or like patrol that's been by 5 times.
No, very good. And it's going to be fairly obvious for someone looking for something that's a little out of the ordinary. Now, there isn't some sort of military force or guard force that's out and about, but you do see, for a kind of a farming village, there are a lot of armed people about. A lot of them are openly carrying weapons on them.
Okay. And then just also general layout of stores.
Okay.
Taverns that are in the area.
This town seems pretty prosperous, so most of the types of shops and stuff that you would be accustomed to, you would basically find here. Like there is a weaponsmith, there is a blacksmith, there's several bars in town, inns, clothing stores, sundry, apothecary. There might even, you can't find it exactly, just a cursory glance, but there might be even somebody who deals with the exotic.
Okay. I'll just, as we go around town, keeping an eye out to, because I'm really good at just like remembering the layout of stuff. So I'm just keeping an eye out and like, this is here, this is there.
Yeah.
So if we need something, I can point us in the right direction.
Not a problem.
Without having to ask too many questions.
I mean, it's not a sprawling city, but it is fairly large for a village.
Makoto's gonna ask the half-orc in a very hushed tone.
Okay.
I suppose there's a chance. I suppose if, hypothetically, we could get you out of here, you could lead us to these Chochidbi.
If I leave, my punishment may fall onto others. But hang around at nightfall, you will see the Chochinbi.
It's almost nightfall now.
DM, would I know, since I was a former soldier, would I know, like, what clan is kind of in power in this area?
Well, you would know of the two major ones. One would be the Gekido, and one would be the Akechi. But again, they're more to the east. Out in the west, there are some other clans that you've possibly heard of, but they don't really have... At least they don't have the political pull that some of the other clans do.
All right, so this would be one of the other clans that I might not know as much about would be in control in this area.
Quite possibly. Or again, the villagers, a lot of the villages are on their own out here this far away.
Uh,
All right.
But I will send you a DM later with maybe some of the other clans and information that you may know about.
awesome, thank you.
You are welcome.
This is a good place to stop, I assume.
This is where we're going to stop. I do want to get to one scene so you guys can at least witness. So night is going to start to happen in the rice fields. I'm not going to let you guys pretty much act on this right now, but maybe the next session we could act immediately. Out in the fields, you're going to see what appears to be fiery footsteps.
And they're stepping on the rice paddies?
Correct. Most of the patties have already been burnt and destroyed. However, they do have some that are actively going. Presumably what they're using to feed the village. It is not much.
Okay.
Our work is never done.
It is never done.
Shizuka will look at Lou. So, ready to get into another tussle?
Yes.
Giggity.
And then she just points out that thing. I guess we found our target.
All right, so we are going to call it right here. A couple things that I want to go over. I think we had a great session tonight. I think we hit another milestone here. Hopefully one of these times we will have somebody who won't almost nearly die in combat. I think you guys worked very well as a team. I think it's obviously getting stronger as we go, which is obviously the goal. So I will consider that level 3.
Yay!
Nice.
I want to say sorry for missing so much. Work was a bitch tonight.
It happens.
Do I get anything special for solving the puzzle?
Yes. Level 3.
Just yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Well
dumb
played.
and roll my hit dice.
Yes. We will definitely
Totally
roll.
not.
Next week I might not be able to get on roll 20 because I'm going to be going to my parents' house because my brother will be visiting.
Okay.
But I will at least be on like Discord and on my phone. I'll have Miles do my rolls and like move my character around
Okay.
if necessary.
If you're going to miss a whole session, we might have your character do something else. Perhaps maybe we could do a catch-up session instead.
I should be there for the session. Like I said, I'll be on Discord. I just won't be able to like.
Oh, you
do
won't be able to
roll 20 'cause it'll be
physically
on my-
click and do the
He'll
buttons.
just tell me what to do.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
can
I'll be
probably
on-
make that work.
The reason that is because I'll be on my phone and I don't want to.
It is very difficult on a phone, for sure.
Guys, we get to pick archetypes.
Yep.
That you do.
Yes.
So I know I mentioned this at the very beginning, Catherine.
Uh-huh.
I'm switching it up. Long death.
Yeah.
Instead of open palm.
Yeah. Anything that is published is free game.
Cool.
Wait, we get what now?
So not you because you get your archetype at level 1,
Oh, okay.
but the rest of us, aside from maybe fighters, get archetypes.
No, this is when fighters get their
Fighters
archetype.
totally get their archetype here. Too.
Most
Yeah,
classes
it's
get it
either
at
2
3.
or 3. Yeah.
Whereas I was lucky and got it at 1.
Mm-hmm.
So lucky.